Yo, what's going on out there, fight? Where's your boy Money back with another one, family? And we talking boxing. And we got a few topics to touch on. Nitty G in the building, the beautiful Sheena. Dang, Sheena. I can't get a kiss, a hug, or nothing. But just salute Money Brown. That's where we at now, Sheena. No love around here. Valentine's going down. Kind of local. What's going down, bro? My brother Omega in the building. Omega, what's going down, fam? Y'all hit the like button, shot come in. Mike Ryan, what's going down, homie? Third the Loach, what's going down? Got that second shot feeling wonderful. You over there feeling magnificent, huh, Mike? It ain't work for everybody like that, I heard. Shit. You might be one of the blessed ones. Big Tony, what's going on, fam? You might be one of the blessed ones, Mike. I'm hearing motherfuckers dropping left and right. Shots got me afraid to take this shit. That's what I'm talking about, Shayna. That's better. That is better. Let me know you love me around this piece. Kwame, what's going down? Hey, Kwame, man, I missed your show yesterday, bro. To be honest with you, I didn't even know you went on. I had my phone in my damn room all alone. But shit, I was drinking yesterday. I was drunk as a motherfucker. And I heard Keon say that shit today, bro. I had to go back. I'm gonna have to check it all the way out though. But I checked out some of it, but I ain't see it all. So Kwame, is that the next fight? For that's the next fight. Bomac alluded to that. I heard you got up on a Bomac skin yesterday, bro. You got to come on, Kwame. You got to elaborate some of that shit. So you got up on a Bomac skin and forced him to say the big news, huh? Cassandra, what's going down, Queen? How you doing, love? She know that talking about, hey, I died laughing. I was going through. I seen she talking about meet the Crawfords. I thought the Crawford was coming on that motherfucker. Yeah, Earl say call me Money Brown because I get a lot of money. He gonna change that shit back to just calling me Money Brown because I ain't getting a lot of nothing around this money. Sound good than a bitch. But I'm just Money Brown, EJ. You've been getting a lot of money. Let's call you fucking money spent because you get a lot of money, shit. PLG ski, what's going down, fam? They fake news. Hey, Kwame, I'm finna cook on their ass today. With all due respect, and still got love for Bud, but we gotta talk about it, bro. Money Crawford, huh? It's Money Crawford, not Money Spence. Hold on, I'm trying to get Shane and shit. I done clicked on you again. Remember I tell you that was Brandon House. He was funny as hell last night. Yeah, I seen him on there. I seen Brandon. Brandon out there talking all shit. My brother in the building, my St. Louis little bro. Marlo, what's going down? Marlo, you want to come on today? Let me know, bro. Let me know. They ain't the Crawfords no more. They the they big time Kwame. I don't know if it's officially ported over, but I'm gonna talk on the shit. I heard that's what Bomac said. I heard Kwame forced it out of him. Kwame was getting in their ass. You feel me? You know, Kwame not irritated. But I really want to know, like, you know what I'm saying? They sitting up here, they got food and bamboozle once again. John Kramer was going down, fam. Say salute. We about to find out if Crawford are good because Shawn Porter going to take him some places he never been before. That's a fact. Get ready for a roller coaster ride, homie. Get ready for the motherfucking roller coaster ride. Because as they trying to make it out to be, Porter is nothing. But I'm finna cook on all that. I'm about to cook on every little aspect of this shit. You feel me? Because I know how they finna try to play this shit down. I know how they finna try to play it. Laura, what's going on, baby? How you doing, Queen? I know how they finna try to play it, bro. No doubt, Marlo. It's all love. I know they finna try to play it. You feel me? Knock out. I'm about to see that link. Yeah, you know, but we gonna cook on these topics today. I got you, Kwame. Where Drico ass at? Drico off acting like he in the middle, knowing damn way for Team Crawford. Yeah, y'all send the link to me the right way. Hold on, y'all. I got Gonzaga, bro. John, I got Gonzaga beating Baylor. Drico name is Hal. So he Drico Craw right now. He Drico Craw. CRAW. You gotta earn a 4. Drico Craw. Send it to your Instagram, Kwame. I put some money on Bella. I almost got that UCLA upset. We'll have one shitload of money. Jamal Allen, what's going down? Salute, King Money Brown. How you holding up? I can't call it, man. I'm chilling. I ain't complaining. I sent them boys some links. I'm waiting for them to get on up in the building. Knockout, you went up and Shane. I sent you the link, homie. I sent it to you too, Kwame, on Instagram. Yeah, though, fam. We all seen what happened this past Saturday as well, though. Oh, nah, John Kramer. Don't say that, dog. Fuck, nah, bro. I heard he was getting better. John Kramer, where you see that at? Where you get the news from? Coach, thank you so much for the donation, Coach. Much love, much appreciated, Coach. Thank you so much. John Kramer, where I say he passed away at? You saying a video? He ain't passed away, bro. Or did he? I don't see nothing, bro. I don't think he did, yeah, bro. I think that's a bullshit ass video.
Yeah, last I heard they were doing a little vigil outside, and he's still in, critical condition. But I ain't heard nothing on him dead. And TMZ, they jump on everything. Last thing they said was that he's still, fighting for his life.
Damn. What's going down, bro? It's Kwame knockout.
What's going on, Monty? What's going on, knockout?
What up, Kwame? Man, I'm chilling, y'all. Chilling, man. Ready to cook on this shit.
Salute to Omega, Sheena, Lori, the entire chat. I was on their head yesterday, Bonnie. I was on their motherfucking helmet yesterday.
Man,
Yeah, you was. Yeah, you was. I had to go back when ETB mentioned it today. I went back and I rewatched their stream. I was like, ooh,
I was on their head
right now.
Yeah.
Everybody kept coming at you, just like
nope, nah, because Baby Crawford, you know how Baby Crawford do. He come in the group. He was talking trash all week. all all last week. Talk
Uh-huh.
about how look how God work and this, that, and the third. Okay. Well, I was like, well, shit, nigga, it's Monday in Dubai right now, so we still waiting on this announcement.
You
Shit,
heard me,
now
bro.
it's
It's
Tuesday. Yeah.
Tuesday, right? It's Tuesday.
So where the
Shit.
fuck is this announcement? You feel me?
hmm
The Bomac popped in the chat. That was on Facebook or your Instagram.
Yeah. He popped in the chat on Facebook.
Oh, okay. I'm on Instagram and shit. Look, I mean, sorry, I'm on YouTube. Look, I'm like, where Bomac the chubby ass at?
Yeah, he was on
Hey, look,
Facebook.
money. I time stamped the shit. It was like at the 45, 46 minute mark. Like,
45,
in case you
46
want to go
minutes.
check it out, about the 45, 46 minute mark. I had to go find that shit. Like, nah, I can't come on here without knowing what the hell happened. But yeah,
Yeah, Keon, I mean, Keon
he
told me
put
that
it.
shit. I was like, damn.
He said it's Porter.
Yeah,
And,
I just I was just I was relentless. I was tired of that, man. I don't, how many times you gonna be fooled by the same shit? Like,
You got to, bro. You got to. Like, you got to be straight. Because if you play around, right, it's like you saying,
oh, they
Crawford,
ruthless.
I just seen the cat with a video. You see how God works, man? You see how
Mm-hmm.
God works? Like, the boxing guys, they don't like that bullshit, man. They like
Mm-hmm.
to see this and like, come on, man, with all that bullshit. Like, Earl Spence
Mm-hmm.
fans want hoping this motherfucker don't get Manny Pacquiao fight. Motherfuckers want him to fight Manny. Motherfuckers want him to fight Porter. Those the fights you want him to hold his damn weight.
Right. You gotta fight somebody. I mean, now you see the new narrative is now Earl Duck and Keith Thurman. I mean, they just come up with anything. It's like,
The
so you,
same motherfucker that was saying, fuck Thurman. He doing this, not Earl ducking this, man.
yeah,
After he going for a world title,
yeah.
now the world title don't mean shit because Ugas got it, and Ugas ain't beat nobody for it. So he ain't the champion. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's gonna be so much shit, bro. But first, let's
Congratulations,
talk
Charles.
about before we get into that. Let's talk about the fights on Saturday, bro, because I want to get into that a little bit before we start, wiping the flow with the Crawford fans and this big announcement. Because last time I checked, like Keon said, the big announcement is, little baby Crawford turned another age older. He's selling tickets for his 40. Not the Bud and Pacquiao fight, but he's selling tickets for his 40. And y'all need to
Mm-hmm.
get them early because they going hot. You know what I mean? He
Mm-hmm.
gonna have more motherfuckers at his 40 than it was at Bud and the American fight. You know
Oh
what I'm saying?
shit!
So
That should
we gonna see
that
how that work out.
that shouldn't be too that shouldn't be too hard.
Money came with the money came. Money wrote his shit down. He wrote his jokes down, bro. He
That
ready
should
today.
be that should be too hard.
Devin Block was one down, fam. How you feeling, chat? Appreciate you, man, for always coming showing love and support. But man, this Saturday, y'all, this Saturday afternoon, Jamel Hearn went over to the fucking Dubai and did his thing. I didn't think he can do it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought Corey Frampton would have won. I would have put everybody money on Corey Frampton. Y'all be ready to kill me on motherfucking Sunday and Monday because I'll be hiding out from y'all ass, right? So man, Jamel went to that thing, bro. He looked damn good. Congratulations to
Yeah, he
Bo Mac
did.
on a great fucking game plan, bro.
Yeah,
Great game plan. You
it
feel
looked
me?
real
Because
good.
even in the inside, bro, I thought that was Corey Frampton shit in the inside. Like I was saying on Keon's show, that nigga did some shit. Look at Omega. He ain't gonna stop bragging on this. That nigga did some shit, uppercut hook straight. Like that shit surprised the shit out of me. That short Jamel, he was fucking short,
Sure.
bro.
Yeah,
Short.
I noticed. Because he posts a lot, and then he's on the Facebook page. I noticed he was training. Like even when the fight got postponed, like he never stopped training. And I knew Frampton was in trouble when I saw the weigh-in because I was like, yo, he looked kind of pudgy. Like he looked small, and his midsection looked a little soft. I was like, I think because I had jumped down Frampton neck about postponing the fight to begin with because I thought he wasn't ready. Because Jamel had posted, he had made this post and showed like Frampton was basically stalking him on social media to see what he was doing, and this is before they,
Jamel.
yeah, like, and this was right before they postponed the fight. Like he was like
For Frampton injury.
yeah, the phantom injury because Frampton was all over his social media just watching him train and everything like that. And the next thing you know, he had an injury. I said, yeah, he ain't ready. And then when I saw him at the weigh-in, I was like, oh hell no, yeah, he gonna get his ass whooped. And that's what happened.
Yeah. Like I'm looking at him in the ring though, bro. After the second, like when it came to the second round, I knew that, like I say, it was Jamel fight to lose. I knew it
Yeah,
because when he shot that shot low, right, and Corey Frampton started complaining about the first shot shoot to the body, trying to say it was low. I
yeah.
knew. I'm like, he ain't in
He
the
ain't
best.
ready. Yeah, he
Yeah,
ain't
because
ready.
you complaining already, bro. The fight ain't even really broke out for real. So Jamel went out there, bro. He was doing his thing, bro. Like I gotta give it to him. That's the best I ever seen him.
Yeah,
That's the best I ever seen him, bro. Like I say, talk a lot of shit about Bo Mac, but that was a great fucking game plan. Bo Mac wasn't going 0-2. He wasn't gonna lose to Maurice Hook and then lose to Jamel Hearn. You know,
mm-mm.
and if you ask me, I would have gave Jamel Hearn a better shot to beat Frampton than Maurice beat Virgil Ortiz, even though I was going for Maurice Hooker. I was going for Jamel Hearn as well, but I just didn't think he could pull it out. Sorry, just like I didn't think Maurice Hooker can pull it out, but I was still going for him. I mean, sorry, but I wasn't pissed off that he won. But just looking at the game plan, bro, it's a beautiful game plan. Beautiful game plan, bro. He went in that bitch and like he was going to the body, mixing it up, coming upstairs. He was keeping the distance. And like I say, Corey Frampton fight was in the inside. And even when he got when the boy Hearn went to the ropes and it was right there, and I thought Frampton had success. You know, he took over the inside as well, Jamel Hearn, bro. So I was
He
looking at
was
that shit
ready.
like, yeah, great fucking job, bro. Great job on what you're doing, bro. How to
Hmm.
stick to the game plan. Go out there, you look good as fuck, right? You look damn good, and you dropped him in the fifth, where I think he was done in the fifth anyway. But
Yeah,
that's my knock on Jamel. He's not an aggressive fighter. He don't like because he could have been picked up on that. That man was a dead man, you know. And this is no knock to Frampton, but he wore his ass down and he had him dead after 5 rounds. Like when he dropped him, bro, he didn't jump on him. I'm like, why the fuck you ain't jumping on him? He done. He let that round just play out like it was. Then he came back in the sixth round, dropped him again. Then after that, you seen him jump on him. We must have felt it like this motherfucker ain't got shit, bro. You know
no,
what I
he
mean? He
didn't.
went in there and finished his ass off. And that was kudos to him and what he did. So before we get to how they trying to dodge motherfucking Shakur, let's get y'all thoughts though, bro, on what y'all thought about the fight and the performance. So we'll give him his flowers first. We don't want motherfuckers to think we over here hating on him and shit.
Hey, I think he did. I think you hit on the head. Like he did an excellent job. That was to me. That was one of his best performances. I was definitely rooting for him because Jamel a stand up dude. Today Bomac was trolling today. Talk about he made a phantom. He photoshopped a message talk about I bet him $250 that Jamel was going to lose the fight or whatever. Messing around today, but no, absolutely not. I agree with you, man. Fifth round, he was definitely hurt from that. What I think it was a straight. Was it a straight right or a straight left he took? And he went down like yeah,
Straight
straight
left.
left. Yeah, he went down like a sack of potatoes on that one. And then he jumped on him after he hit him with that uppercut, and he just pieced him up. But Jamel, he didn't like. He had a lot of respect for him. I mean, for Frampton, because he basically looked at the ref for him to stop it. Like he kind of turned away from him. I was like, he got to have a little bit more of a mean streak. He need to pummel his ass. But a win is a win. He lived to fight another day. He's still world champion. He's 35 years old, so it's very possible if he'd have lost that fight, he might have retired, or paydays might not. Paydays ain't the same when you ain't the champ. You know how it goes. So I'm just happy for him, and he lived to fight another day. And salute to him, man.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
man, it's the greatest performance of Jamel Herring's career, in my opinion. First and foremost. Secondly, I picked him to win, so I got the pick right. But he won because of the same things that I thought would happen. He was able to use his length, bro. He was able to keep Frampton up off of him. And then, just like you said, Money, when Frampton did get inside, Jamel Herring's key punches that I thought would be in this fight was that counter uppercut and that check right hook. The right hook didn't land like I thought it would, but it still used just enough to check Carl Frampton coming in and make sure that he couldn't get to him. And then Herring would pivot out to the outside. And then when he did come in, he caught him with that uppercut. I mean, it was raps. And then on top of that, the only other two punches that he was really throwing was the jab. He kept him at bay with the jab, and then he would throw that left hand behind it, bro. And I gave him every round except for the fourth round. I know you said you gave Frampton the third round, but I
Yeah,
think our score
yeah.
was the same about we only gave Frampton one round, but Herring just dominated from start to finish, man, with his length. He was the bigger man and stronger man, and it showed. And then in the fifth round, when he dropped him with that left hand, when Frampton was trying to throw a jab, and he caught him with that left hand on his way in, I was like, oh, bro, this fight might go 2 more rounds. And it did just that, bro. He caught him with the same shit that he caught him in. Frampton again, having to leap in, having to try to jump in because he was a shorter man. He got caught with an uppercut, and he damn near looked like he was asleep on his feet, bro. Looked like he
Uh-huh.
was asleep on his feet. So, and then Herring just went in there and finished the job after that. Kind of like you guys, I like to see him finish in the 5th round. You know, as he could have, but at the same time, shit, his record is gonna say knockout. It ain't gonna say knockout in the 6th round, but it should have did it in the 5th round. It's just gonna say knockout. So
Facts.
he deserved all the credit for that, man. And he did his thing. I'm really, I know we're gonna get into this topic next. I'm really interested to see what he does because this I ain't saying he will beat everybody, but the Jamel Herring that showed up to fight Carl Frampton, he's a problem for a lot of dudes that we consider top fighters at the 130-pound division because he's gonna be the taller man in the ring. You know, 99.9% of the time. I can't think of a junior lightweight that's taller than him, but if y'all can, you know, correct me if I'm wrong. But as far as 130 pounds, he's gonna probably have a reach advantage. He's gonna probably have a size advantage, and those are things that where his game plan can always be the same for everybody that he fights because he can just, you know, fight from a distance, try to hit them, and they can't hit him. You know what I'm saying? Long enough, and see if he can move that way. So. Very, very impressed with what he did. I thought he would win. I picked him by decision. I didn't see a knockout coming. But he retired Carl Frampton's ass. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Carl Frampton on a great career. And being very, very classy, being a multiple division champion. But he lost to a better man. And you know, you could tell he's not the same Carl Frampton that he used to be, man. In that fight, he did. His feet didn't look the same. He didn't look as quick as he used to be. He couldn't get in and out like he used to. And Herring took full advantage of that and timed his ass beautifully. And shout out to Bomac too because I usually don't have the sound on. I turned the sound on for that fight, particularly just for a little bit. And when I did turn it on, before I turned it back off, Bomac was yelling some hellified instructions, bro. He was yelling some hellified instructions. He had Carl Frampton down to the T. He was letting Herring know when Carl Frampton was trying to jump in. He was letting Herring know what to throw. He was telling him to bully him as the bigger man and just push him back. And he gave a lot of great instructions that Herring obviously had to execute and listen to. But, you know, Bomac deserves some credit as well because that game plan and how he was coaching and how you could see how focused he was, you know, he deserves some credit for that as well. And like Money said, when you consider yourself like a top trainer, and you consider yourself somebody that is one of the best in the business, ain't no way in hell you want to start off 2021 by both of your fighters losing. And then all the shit that we have going on with Bud Crawford too. So the team could feel the pressure, in my opinion. They could feel the walls closing in, and they responded, bro. The whole training staff responded, and the fighter responded. And so now we have, as a result, we got the best performance of Jamel Herring's career, in my opinion. But that's what I got on him, man. Great performance. Shout out to him. Let's see what he does next.
No doubt. It's all good, Coach. I see they down what? 13? That's a long way to go, Coach. 12:57 in the first.
Let's go, Texas. Let's go, Texas. Baylor, let's go, baby.
We'll see if they can stop that undefeated run, man, to a championship. We'll see. You know, Gonzaga got firepower though, Coach. That's the thing about them. They can strike back in any minute. So we're gonna see if Baylor can keep the defense up. We all know basketball is a game to run, so I ain't too worried about right now. Once we get to the second half, half and like maybe like 9 minutes to the second half, that's when shit gets serious if they down or not. So we'll see. Boo Robinson, what's going down, chap? How you feeling, bro? But yeah, let's jump into this part of the other show, man. We all know Shakur Stevenson was next in line for the winner of Jamel Herring and Carl Frampton, right? So now, as we seen ESPN come out and put the top 10 junior lightweights on the fucking board and just magically leave out Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Davis, may I say. You know what I'm saying? Both of these dudes who will arguably beat probably every motherfucker that from 1 to 10, right? Because to me, those are the two top 130 pounders in the world. Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Davis. You know what I mean? Those are the two top 130 pounders in the world. Not shitting on Valdez, not shitting on Burchett, you know, not Tevin Former, JoJo Diaz, and everyone whom else they put on the list, right? But when I look at Tank and Shakur, I see special. I see something different in the ring. It's just me. But nonetheless, they deserve to be on the goddamn list from 1 to 10. Regardless of what anybody say. Tank just beat fucking Leo Santa Cruz at 130. Shakur moved up to 130 after being a world champion at 126, right? Supposed to fault the man that they got number 1 right now in Oscar Valdez, who beat Miguel Burchett. And no disrespect to Oscar Valdez because he earned that spot. I thought Miguel Burchett was the number 1 kid of the division. I want to Tank to beat his ass, but we know what happened with that situation. But Valdez came and took the number 1 spot, and you got to respect that. But how the fuck can you leave Shakur Stevenson off the list? And y'all, it's his fucking platform that he fight on. You know, this is a fucking silver medalist, bro. A silver medalist that if anybody talk about Shakur Stevenson, you heard nothing but the utmost respect and nothing but the up highs with a high fucking ceiling. And there's no way you can leave him off, bro. And I don't even like Fat Boy Dan Raphael like that, but salute to him for coming out saying, did you see what he said, Kwame? He said ESPN has been fucking up the rankings ever since I left. He added Shakur Stevenson that, bro, on Twitter. He like, what the fuck is going on? He like, are y'all crazy? Even Dan Raphael knows that what the fuck is y'all trying to push around this place, and what agenda is y'all trying to put out there to the people to keep Shakur Stevenson off the fucking situation? Let me, oh man, coach, anytime, bro. I don't want to drop the link in the chat because everybody think they can just jump and shit. And I don't want to make nobody feel bad about sitting their ass in the back, but hey, you ever send your ass in the back? That's for coach. But nonetheless, how the fuck can you leave off Shakur Stevenson, bro? I ain't finna talk about Gervonta Davis. I'm talking about Shakur Stevenson. And this is the platform that he fight on, ESPN. Y'all his fucking platform. Like, y'all, like, come on, man. That's what made me feel like it was playing like that. They were just trying to get through the day. And they were trying to get through Omega, not you, my brother. Come on, man. Stop. They were trying to get through the day. And they were trying to get through that moment real fast without putting Shakur Stevenson in the mix, because they already had a plan. If Jamel Hearn was to win, they want to try to make him and fucking Valdez happen. The late drop code, they wanted that shit to happen, bro. You know what I mean? Try to leave out Shakur. Hey, somebody come here. I hate the number 66. One more, that's the fucking devil. Somebody leave or somebody come. There we go. 2 more people came. But yeah, bro. So it's like, man, that's some bullshit, bro. Pure bullshit. You know, and Shakur, you better stay on their fucking neck. You better not let shit slide past. You better not get out there and say, oh man, you know what? I'm gonna wait this or none of that shit. The man that fight next, and shouts out to the WBO for standing on their fucking ground and coming out saying, no, Jamel Hearn, this man is next. Either you got 30 days to say you go fight him, or your ass gotta vacate that title. You know what I'm saying? Stand on that shit, bro, because it's just terrible for Jamel Hearn, who's supposed to be a friend. I ain't saying they close, Kwame, you know what I'm saying? But you're supposed to be a homeboy, y'all didn't train. I'm quite sure y'all got some type of sport there with each other if y'all over there in the gym with Bomac and shit. But how can you not speak his name in a fucking interview, knowing this man been waiting on the winner of either one of you motherfuckers, and not just been waiting patiently. He didn't cause no fucking scene. Right. He didn't come and say, oh man, this dude called Corona and shit, now this and that, or this dude got a hand injury and this and that. You know, he didn't cause no scene or nothing like that. He came out, kept a trio, like, fuck it, I'm gonna give me a tune up, but they gotta see me. They have to see me, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, bro, I feel like it's bullshit. I feel like Shakur Stevenson is deserved to be mentioned with them boys. I feel like Shakur Stevenson deserved a shot, right? Now, I'm not pissed off at the unification, though. You know, I will never get pissed off at a man for taking his career in his hand and feel like it's, you know, this, that. But we know for a fact, if he gonna lose to Oscar Valdez, they gonna try to store Oscar Valdez on the road to undisputed, and that's gonna be the case for him not to fight Shakur next. Oh, well, I got 2 titles. He need to get a title. So let's go try to, you know, detour Shakur to fight someone else to get a title before he can see Oscar Valdez. You know, and if Jamel Hearn was to win, he's going to 135. He's going to vacate the title. He has no, and it's just me. He has no plans on fighting Shakur Stevenson, bro. None whatsoever. He has no plans on fighting him, bro. I feel like even if this opportunity didn't present itself with Oscar Valdez, he would have vacated the WO and moved up to 135. And that's just how I feel about it. Because like I said, he said it out his own mouth. At least, like, man, defend. If you don't go to 135, defend your title, bro. Even if you lose the bitch, you still can go to 135 with still a clean slate because you at 135 now. Of course, you lost that 130. Who knows how you're going to lose to Shakur? I don't see Shakur knocking you out. I'm going to be real. I don't see Shakur knocking out Jamel Hearn. I feel like it being a high-class chess match that Shakur would get the best of, 8 rounds to 4, maybe 9 to 3, right? Might drop you or it might not. But I don't see Shakur Stevenson knocking out Jamel Hearn. I just want them to, you know, just get that man the respect he deserves, bro. Don't leave his name out of the interview. Don't leave his name off the fucking top 10 list. And don't just try to play him like he just up and coming, like he just, you know, a nobody. Like this man ain't a former world champion, a silver medalist that did his fucking thing and deserved his opportunity. You feel me? So we'll see how that shit play out. But let me get Coach up here, y'all. What's going down, Coach? How you feeling out there in New Orleans, man?
What's up, brothers? How y'all doing, man?
Chilling.
Seeing y'all, bro.
Likewise, Coach. Good to
Yeah.
see you.
Likewise, coach. Good to see you, man.
Hey, man. I don't think that he would be able to go for undisputed. Don't Tank have a belt at 130?
Huh?
He ain't gonna go for undisputed because Tank got a belt at 130.
But he got the regular. He got the WBA regular.
Oh,
He
okay.
ain't got the super. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
because
Tank got the super belt, bro.
Who
they
Tank?
Tank got the super
Yeah,
belt at 130. He
At
got the
he got the
130.
super
regular
belt
at
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 135.
135. Right.
Yeah, he got the 135 regular. He
Oh, I
got the
think y'all. Yeah, I think y'all correct. Yeah. So
yeah.
you're right, Coach. He ain't fucking around with
Yeah, you know that ain't gonna happen. He know he gonna go to sleep if he
Oh
fuck with
shit,
Tank.
Coach. Them boys almost down 20. You probably right. They beat the shit.
Yeah. Oh, they getting their ass toe up, bro.
But Coach, go ahead and touch on
Hey, but
Jamel Herring and what you think about his
Jamel
situation.
Jamel Herring, I mean, I don't blame him for taking an easier route than messing with Shakur. I don't blame him, but like you said, they should at least said his name. I'm more pissed off with Top Rank and ESPN because that shit is very disrespectful, bro. You
Very.
know what I'm saying? To not put that boy in the top 10, y'all gotta be fucking kidding me, bro. That shit is bullshit. You know, that kid earned the right to he's the mandatory. Not only that, not only is he the mandatory, this boy is an Olympian. And if they piss Shakur off, Shakur got enough gumption. If they piss him off,
Yep.
because Shakur speak his mind, Shakur gonna leave him, bro.
Yep.
He gonna fuck around and leave ESPN, and he gonna leave Bob Arum. That's what's gonna happen, bro. But he need to be in Jay Prince's ear right now. And Jay Prince, you need to do something about this shit. Because that shit is so disrespectful, man. And Jamel Herring probably not gonna fight him. He'll give up that belt before he move up and try to move up to 135 before he fights Shakur. Cause he know they work out together. They done spar. He know he can't beat that boy, man. He know he can't beat him. So I kind of don't blame Jamel for doing what he's doing and trying to get a unification bout and then moving up to 135 because he know that he has a better chance at beating Oscar Valdez because of the size and the height advantage and the reach advantage. He know that that's not gonna work with Shakur because Shakur is a big 130. So I don't blame him. I'm more pissed off, like I said, with ESPN and Top Rank.
What's new?
Man, Coach, you hit it on the head, bro. But I just, man, it's just with Jamel. It's like I just want you to at least acknowledge his name, bro, because you know he's been waiting and shit like that. So don't just blow him to the side. Like I said, I understand the business part. I understand, you got a family to feed too, and I know how boxing is. It's a funny business. It's a funny business, and I don't knock it. Just at least acknowledge your brother, bro. Acknowledge him. You feel me? So we'll see how it play out. But it looked like they can't get away without fighting Shakur, but we'll see. But let's get yours, knockout. Let's get your opinion.
So first on the whole ranking thing, man, like it's total bullshit. The only thing that they got right on that ESPN and top ranking, bro, was when they had Oscar Valdez #1. Everything else on that list, I disagree with, bro. Like, first of all, they had Tevin Farmer ranked #3 above Burchell, and they had JoJo Diaz ranked #2. #1, like, bro, they're not better than them, bro. And furthermore, you got 4 belts in the division. It's only 3 champions right now because the IBF belt is up for grabs. How you have Gervonta Tank Davis, who is a champion in your division, a super champion? How the hell he ain't in the top 10? And then when you look at who he is, it's some dude named Mayuka Toka Mazuka, whatever the hell his name is, bro. He's from Japan or some shit. I don't know who he is. He like #7. They got a dude on that bitch with 9 losses, bro. 9 losses. He got 9 L's, and he on that hole over Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Tank Davis. You know what I'm saying? Then there's another dude with 5 losses, bro. This on there over Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson. And then let's say if you top ranking ESPN, like, man, we ain't giving Gervonta Davis no shine. He Mayweather, he PBC, yada yada yada. Shakur Stevenson is your fighter, bro. He's your fighter, and for you not to have him on your list, bro, for you not to have him like anywhere in that top 10 with the fighters that you do have on there, bro, that shit shaky to me, bro. That shit all the way shaky. It's all the way sideways. And when these dudes do this shit, when ESPN does this shit, bro, they wonder why they have no credibility. You took the words right out of my mouth, Rob Sportsman Lee. They wonder why they have no credibility. They wonder why we're not interested in their journalism. We don't take them serious when they say they got some sort of fake ass fight announcement. because of bullshit like this, bro. There isn't a person with eyes. I don't give a damn if you hate black fighters, bro. I don't give a damn if you hate black fighters. There isn't a person that could objectively say with a straight face and truly mean it that Gervonta Davis or Shakur Stevenson ain't one of the top, ain't at least two of the top 10 130 pounders in the world. Like, really think about this shit. Like, Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Davis, that's like a 50-50 fight. But other than them two, who you really picking at 130 pounds to beat either one of them? If you had to put,
not only that, now, y'all just hit me because I don't know why the fuck I thought Tank had the fucking regular. He got the fucking super.
He got the super belt,
bro. Top 4. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, bro. Like, who you really picking against them, bro? Loma is not at 130 pounds. He fights at 135 pounds, and even that fight, you wouldn't pick him to just walk through them. You wouldn't do that shit with no confidence. 150 Dream Team. So miss me with that. He's not even in that weight class anyway. But I digress. Anyway, bro. From that shit, it's all bullshit. I'm not rocking with it. They showing they bias, and so much so. In fact, so many people got on their ass. If you go look at their rankings right now on their website, they done totally changed them hoes, bro. Because they know it was bullshit. They know what they did Saturday night bullshit. If you go look at that shit right now, the ESPN.com rankings for the 130-pound division, they now have Shakur Stevenson in that shit, bro. Because they know they did some bullshit. Now, as far as the 100 and as far as Shakur Stevenson and the Jamel Herring thing, I don't want to give away. And I'm not gonna say who sent this to me, but I'm gonna read y'all something real quick, bro. And that's why I say he gonna have to fight him or he gonna have to vacate, bro. And the WBO came out and said that right now. So they sanctioned Herring and Frampton on these two conditions. Number one, the winner of Herring Frampton bout must declare in writing within 30 days of their bout their intention to either one, fight the winner of the WBO interim junior lightweight championship bout between Shakur Stevenson and Jeremiah Nakathila, scheduled for Saturday, June 12, 2021, or two, vacate the WBO lightweight championship title. If the winner of Herring Frampton does not declare in writing within 30 days after their bout their intention to fight the winner of Stevenson Nagala, the WBO junior lightweight championship title shall be declared vacant, and the Stevenson Nakathila fight bout shall be sanctioned for the WBO junior lightweight world championship. So they standing on their nuts, bro. That is a real document, bro. They are not backing down from this shit. So Jamel Herring can talk all that shit that he wants to. At the end of the day, that document that I just read, that was titled to Bob Arum, to Top Rank, and to Frank Warren, bro. They're not playing. If the winner does not fight Shakur Stevenson and declare their intentions within 30 days, bro, they're gonna have to vacate that shit. And when they vacate it, Shakur Stevenson's fight in June is gonna turn out to be a real championship fight and not just the interim championship fight. So I'm happy for the young brother. It looks like he's gonna get his chance at a title, regardless of what Herring does. So Herring just has a decision to make, man. Does he want to fight for his shit and really defend his shit? Or is he just going to vacate that shit? Because I don't think that Valdez shit is going to happen, bro. The WBO has already came out and said that shit, and that's a real document in writing that I just read, bro. So they can miss me with that. Shakur Stevenson, the young man, deserves his shot, and I'm hoping that he gets it. It's looking like the WBO is going to stand on that shit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Kwame, big brother, with your thoughts.
Yeah, I mean,
hey, Kwame, I can see Ugly Man right now. Look at these two bitch ass niggas. Then look at Coach down there. They got Coach down there too. Look at I made these niggas. Go ahead.
Man, it's crazy. I mean, I don't think there's much more to say. The rankings themselves say everything. You know, the fact. How could you not have a super champion in the top 10? How can you not have a super champion in the top 5? You know, and it's always smoke and mirrors because, you know, every time ESPN push Shakur Stevenson on, they're always comparing him to Floyd Mayweather. They talk about how his statistics, he gets hit less than Floyd Mayweather, and all these attributes. And Shakur Stevenson is a very, very talented fighter, but you know, where's the loyalty? You know, but I mean that word doesn't coincide with corporations. You know, whether it's the Top Rank or ESPN, they're always going to put out whatever propaganda or try to do whatever is the most profitable for them. And the fighters, at the end of the day, they're nothing but pawns, in their game. So kudos to the WBO for stepping up. I saw that that article that you read as well, Knockout. So I also feel like, and I'm a little biased for Jamel because Jamel my dude. I feel like they probably told him what to say based on what the ESPN rankings said, and based on what Jamel said. It seems like there was already talks about what way they wanted that to go in, but I don't understand how that even makes any sense, though. Because don't you want Shakur Stevenson to be a star? Don't doesn't Top Rank want Shakur Stevenson? Don't they want to maximize, his profitability? Now I bet you if Shakur Stevenson looked like Lomachenko, that shit wouldn't have happened. He'd have been the best thing since sliced bread. He'd have had all the title shots within, his first two fights. But it's just ridiculous. And also, and I don't know their business. I don't know what's going on with Shakur Stevenson's business, but
Kwame, hold on, Kwame. What? 150 Dream Team. What you talking about? Shakur, bro. Shakur is nowhere near Floyd Mayweather. He never will be. Who said something about him being Floyd Mayweather?
Nothing. All Kwame said was that's what
ESPN
his whole
says.
network does that shit.
Yeah,
Nobody on this panel said that shit.
I ain't saying that. I'm just saying that they talk out both sides of their mouth. That's why you can't listen to ESPN. It's like one moment he the best since sliced bread. Next moment he's not in the top five. One moment, when Lomachenko's fighting, he's the top fighter pound for pound in the world. And then in the same breath, Terrance Crawford is the top fighter in the world pound for pound. So you got to take everything they say with a grain of salt on however they're trying to make their propaganda fit their agenda. That's just what they do. But going back to what I was saying in terms of, I know Jay Prince has a reputation. He's an excellent businessman. But I don't know what happened between Shakur Stevenson and Andre Ward. But I don't know. I just felt like there was a more genuine situation when Andre Ward was around. And sometimes you need to keep that positive influence, around you, because as soon as I seen Andre Ward leave, I see Shakur always have a bit of Newark in him, New Jersey.
He said you got to ask Ward too. People that ask him like, what happened with your Andre Ward? He said, shit, you got to ask Andre Ward.
Yeah. But I always, one thing, everyone can't always do the right thing all the time. But one thing I say about Andre Ward is that I see Andre Ward to be a genuine person. And from the stuff I've seen with Shakur lately, like some of his tweets, some of the pictures he's been taking and stuff with females and all that stuff, it's just like, that world is crazy. That entertainment world, you start getting a couple of dollars and some fame, you could lose it. So,
let me tell this part, man. I don't mean to stop you. I don't think like Shakur is jumping off the hinges. That's his girl, though. Like that's like he was messing with
that fighter's sister, right?
Jahara, he was messing with her, but now he got his other little chick. Now, looking at him, like I don't like. I think everybody was putting a perception on Shakur Stevenson of what they wanted him to be. Mm-hmm. They wanted him to be like Andre Ward because he looked like he was gonna win gold. So they want him to be the clean cut, good looking kid that's soft spoken and he's nice, things of that nature. That's why they want to put their perception on a person, not really knowing that person's background and knowing what he really is. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always looked at Shakur Stevenson and let him be his own man, because as a kid, you can get that perception to where you can say he's that until he grow up into who he really is, And then when he turns into something that they think he's not, then you see the shame and all that shit. But
y'all saw that. That's the same thing Floyd went through. He went through the same exact thing. Yeah. When Floyd was a young fighter, he kept his mouth closed and just fought anybody they put in front of him. And then he started talking. As he progressed, he started talking more and being who he really is. And Shakur Stevenson, he's mature. He's very mature for his age. He's he's 24 now. So he's very mature for his age. And y'all also have to realize this. They don't want him to become a mega star right now because they know Bob Arum is afraid that he's gonna end up leaving him, but he's not realizing that he's pushing him away now because you're doing some shady shit. And that kid, just like you said, Shakur got street sense and everything, bro. Yep. He's not gonna tolerate somebody just misusing him. It's not gonna happen because
Right.
that's not in his personality. That kid has a strong will, and you're not gonna sit here and just do anything to him, and he's supposed to accept it because he knows his worth.
Yep.
Shakur Stevenson knows his worth, and they don't want him to become a big star. They know Valdez he has the whole Mexican community behind him. You know what I'm saying? But they never ever experiment and say, you know what? Look like they would be smarter and say, man, Floyd made a lot of money and he had the whole black community, superstars, everything behind him. But they so racist in the sport of boxing that they don't want him to, instead of them look at it as a business decision, they can make Shakur Stevenson a superstar easy
Yeah, real
and
easy.
make plenty money for their network. But it's just the nature of the game, bro. I done seen so much dirty shit in this sport over the years. It's just incredible, you know.
Hey, look, man, when you sign to an 80-something-year-old white man, like, I mean, I don't expect no different. He on that shit. He been on that shit. Like, so at the end of the day, like, yeah, all that's true about Shakur, but we know what Bob Arum is. We see how he's treated all his minority fighters. We see what they had to do to go make more money. So at the end of the day, I understand though, because Shakur Stevenson come from a situation. He got a lot of brothers and sisters, bro. He's their way out. So Bob Arum offered that upfront money. That shit looking good. Let's see what he do on his next contract. If he make that same mistake that Terrance Crawford has made, in my opinion, then I'll be like, man, I don't know. You know, I think his name can get big enough on the Top Rank to where he can finally move on. But eventually, I mean, the writing's on the wall, bro. The proof is right there in front of all of these guys, man. People that have left Bob Arum have become bigger. That's just a fact.
Yep.
It's just a fact. Minority fighters that decide to go off on their own or go to the PBC or wherever they go, you know, start their own LLC and get their own promotion company. Wherever they go, whatever they decide to do, they make more money away from Bob Arum because he's trying to hold them down, bro. When he gets a fighter, when he gets somebody like Shakur Stevenson signed under him, he's not figuring out how to make them better, how to help invest their money, how to make them grow, how to make them become a bigger star. He's looking at what can I do to milk your ass and make as much money for you as possible.
Facts.
That's what he's trying to do, bro. He's not trying to build you, bro. He's trying to milk you. He's trying to exploit your talent. And so if you know they're going in, then you got to keep people around you and you got to eventually move away from his ass because, again, it's well known that he's going to offer you the most money up front. But that's just to trap your ass and get you under a stiff-ass contract that you have no way out of. We see what Teofimo Lopez is going through right now. It's no different from what's going on with Shakur Stevenson, what is happening to Floyd Mayweather. And I'm not talking about just black fighters, minority fighters, bro. By minority, I mean anybody that don't have the right complexion for the protection. If your ass is Russian, if you from Great Britain or if you from Ukraine and shit, he gonna rock with you. He gonna petition for fucking Canelo belts and fucking WBC all kinds of shit for you if you got the right complexion for the protection. But if you got any minority in you, if you got any kind of color whatsoever, I don't give a damn if it's Filipino, Manny Pacquiao left. If it's Puerto Rican, Miguel Cotto had to leave. If it's Mexican American, Oscar De La Hoya had to leave. If it's Black American, Floyd Mayweather had to leave. If you got any minority in you, you need to get the hell away from Bob Arum, bro, because he ain't looking out for you.
Don't forget knockout. Don't forget the Cuban with Rigo and things of that nature. But let Kwame finish up your point, Kwame, because I know we had cut you off and shit.
Oh no, it's all good. I don't want to beat a dead horse. I mean, at the end of the day, I agree with everyone saying. Shakur deserves better. Hopefully, he takes a look at what's going on with Crawford, what's going on in the past. Everyone at Top Rank. I mean, I was a little shocked him coming out of the Olympics and going in the Top Rank direction. I was a little shocked about that. But again, like you say, if they offering the biggest bag up front, then shit happens. And we know the Olympians normally get a bigger signing bonus. So it is what it is. But again, at the end of the day, okay, yeah, at the end of the day, Shakur Stevenson is a bona fide star and could be and has superstar talent. So we need to see the best for him, and hopefully he makes the best decisions for himself going forward.
See, this is the thing I be talking about. When cats just be jumping in, bro.
Yeah,
Race
I
bait, no
just
different
yeah, I
from
read
ego,
that.
getting in and like you don't even know what he's talking about, bro. The man was making a point, so just sit on back. I don't know if you said that in a nice way, Leonardo, no, Navarrete, or if you trying to come this motherfucker to start some shit. So y'all need to
But
start elaborating more, bro, because
eh,
the man
but
was making a point with somebody.
you know what they say, Monty? They always say, though my grandmother used to say,
Hit dog will holler.
yeah,
That's
there
it.
you go. Yeah, you hit it right in the head. You hit
Hit
it right in the
dog
head.
will holler.
Yep.
And guess what? Whoever that was talking that bullshit. Nobody race baiting. We just speak facts. That's the way it is. And
Facts,
and
facts.
and and you can see through time, through history, how Bob Arum is. So you can talk all that bullshit all you want. You can see what goes on in boxing. You can see it with GGG. They put all these fucking tomato cans in front of him and blow him up, and he ain't shit because he's scared to fight the good fighters. Now, I don't want to hear all this bullshit, race baiting. Until you black, shut the fuck up, because you don't know what we go through.
Trying to tell you, everybody want to be black until it's time to be black. You feel me?
That's
So
what
that's
that's what what's his name said. Everybody want to be a nigga, but
Paul
nobody
Mooney.
want to be a nigga. Paul
Paul
Mooney. Yep.
Exactly, bro. That's a whole big ass fact. You feel me? They want to be. They want to get the slang. They want to get the swag. They want the women. They want to do this. They want to do that. But when it's time to stick up and get cracked across your motherfucking skull by police, like, oh no, I ain't Latino. I ain't Latino. Oh no, I ain't Russian. I ain't Ukrainian.
Yeah,
But everything else,
Marty, I saw this guy. I saw this guy get this white guy in the airport get tackled by the police,
uh-huh.
and the police had to pit down. He said he started screaming, "You treated me like a black person."
Oh, I seen that. I seen that too.
I
Before
was
I
like,
seen it,
"Oh
bro.
my
You say you treated me like I'm
like a
black.
black
Yeah, I
person."
seen that shit. But this ain't no race, baby, man. Cause I got love for everybody, Mexicans, white, everybody. That's
Absolutely.
like, man, my therapist who I love dearly is fucking white. My fucking doctor who I love dearly, she Russian. You know what I mean? So it ain't race, baby, bro. It's just being real about some shit. And we go speak from our only you can speak from your only experience, bro. That's it. You
Yeah.
can't speak from nobody else's experience. You can only speak from your own experience and what you go through. And if you walking in this motherfucker in America as a black person, you been through some shit. I don't give a damn what you want to say, unless you one of them uppity motherfuckers that came up in a 5-story house and your mama raised you on this side of town and your daddy got this much money, so you didn't have to go down here. So it is what it is, man. People ain't gonna apologize for being what they is. I'm damn sure not. You feel me? But let's get into the meat and potatoes, bro. My brother Kwame did a show yesterday, right? That I was unaware of. And we seen that Bomac came out and said that the big announcement that was not the big announcement, but now the big announcement is Shawn Porter, right? So when we looking at this situation, we all knew Manny Pacquiao was the big announcement. That was the fight. That's the fight that they thought they had signed, sealed, and delivered. They thought they had it in the bag. And I was so fucking happy for Terrance Crawford. I know a lot of other people that ride for Earl Spence was so fucking happy for Terrance Crawford because I say this shit all the time. Earl Spence fans are Terrance Crawford fans, and Terrance Crawford fans are Earl Spence fans. Of course, when they fight each other, you go pick which one. You got some people gonna be in the middle that fuck with both. But of course, you go split for a minute because you either think Bud gonna win or you think Earl gonna win. But the difference is, I hate when people always try to say that, oh, when it comes to Terrance Crawford, the people that ride for Spence is so disrespectful, this, that, and the third, when that's totally not the case.
Right.
Totally. It's the ones that's really riding for Terrance Crawford that disrespectful to Earl Spence to try to discredit what that man has done, right? And y'all be looking like a damn fool. At the end of the day, period. Y'all be looking like a goddamn fool. But now, like, for instance, Manny Pacquiao, I need to show me a Spence person that's right for Earl Spence that made the video saying Terrance Crawford don't deserve Manny Pacquiao. And
Right.
about him playing Manny Pacquiao, da this or da that. You know what I mean? It's only the motherfuckers I heard, oh boy, look at them Earl Spence fans. They
Yep.
about to have a heart attack. Bud got Pacquiao. Bud got this. Like, we all know Earl Spence next fight is fucking Ugas. We all know he's gonna go for the third strap. So why would Bud get Manny Pacquiao affect what the fuck people think about Earl Spence Jr.? Earl himself said Manny Pacquiao deserved the right to fight whomever he want. I'm not gonna sit around and wait for Manny Pacquiao. I'm going to do my own thing. I'm not gonna chase him for 175 years like other people, right? So now the man went and say Uga's gonna be his next fight. So Bud was supposed to get Pacquiao, and I say, like, coach, they blew this shit up to be this big old fucking, you know what I'm saying? The announcement and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Magic Johnson, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, they wanted this shit to be on a grand scale to announce something that's just wow. Floyd Mayweather and Pacquiao is going down. Like Terrance Crawford was gonna be on that level, and it wasn't going to be on that level, bro. That fight wasn't gonna be on the fucking Pacquiao and Mayweather level. Now it's a hell of a fight. Yes, it's Bud Crawford's biggest fight of his career. You know what I'm saying? He should be happy that he finally got his ass out of chasing it for so long. So I understand if he ecstatic about the shit like damn, I finally got this motherfucker, even though he's 42 years of age, right? But I still got Manny Pacquiao. He just beat Keith Thurman, so he still got some substance behind him. But now that the shit ain't happening, and I don't know if it's not gonna happen or not, but it's looking like that it ain't happening, right? What we seeing, Bomac come out and say there's we got Shawn Porter now. But I heard he said it in a more like a pissed off way than more like, oh, the announcement is Shawn Porter. Because if the announcement was Shawn Porter, you won't be getting pissed off at Kwame saying, well, I'm getting turdy out this, this and that, and you announcing that shit with attitude. You go, oh yeah, we taking on Porter. Now we can shut y'all ass up. No, you pissed off because y'all thought y'all had Manny Pacquiao, and that shit fell through. Pacquiao fooled y'all ass once again. Once again. You know what I'm saying? Let me finish up, Kwame. So when we see that situation, and I'm looking at them, and now I'm like, these same motherfuckers that was making all these videos. Oh, Spence fans are pissed off that he's getting Manny Pacquiao. The big announcement that's supposed to happen in that week, because I think they said that shit on Tuesday or Wednesday. The week has went by. We had Easter. We had Jamel fight. We on Monday now, heading to the tent to other people's fights. Where's the announcement? Y'all still haven't even made the announcement for Shawn Porter. If that was the announcement, y'all didn't even say Shawn Porter. You said that shit on Kwame's show. You feel me? So y'all selling for Shawn Porter because y'all don't have a choice now, in my opinion. Who else should go fight? If it ain't Pacquiao that the fans want to see, that you can say, well, we can put him on pay-per-view against who? We know it ain't Keith Thurman, right? If it ain't Shawn Porter, you can't look at no other fight out there and say, oh, well, we putting Bud on pay-per-view with this fight without that shit flopping again. Y'all don't want to risk another flop. That's what y'all don't want to risk. So when I look at the situation, just keep the shit real from the jump, bro. And y'all gonna have to feel how y'all feeling right now. You know what I mean? Y'all are in y'all feelings right now, worse than ever. That now, if either one of us come and say something to y'all, it's gonna be easy for y'all to just tick or click or get the customer motherfucker out or doing what y'all do best, and that's discrediting Earl Spence. You know what I'm saying? But now that if it is Shawn Porter, all y'all cats out there that's talking about Shawn is just a football player. Oh, Shawn is Keith Thurman leftovers, right? Shawn is so easy to figure out. He's nothing special. All he do is just come forward with a head and all this shit. When Earl Spence beat him, he really don't get no credit for him. Mean Machine is way more popular and a way better fighter than fucking Shawn Porter. I wonder what y'all got to say now if Bud Crawford is successful when he beat Shawn Porter. But we are the people that saying we give him Bud Crawford credit for beating Shawn Porter because we understand how tough Porter is. We know Porter ain't no pushover. We know he ain't finna just go into the ring and have his way with Shawn Porter like some of y'all talking about. Oh, he's going to knock him out. He finna knock Shawn Porter out. We taking all bets on the knockout. I don't give a damn. You feel me? He gonna knock him out. Or Shawn Porter ain't this, he ain't that. I want to see what type of energy I got. The Bud is successful. And my God, if he's successful and beat him better than what Earl Spence did to him. Let's just say go in there and do knock him out. If he do knock him out. I want to, oh man, he knocked out Shawn Porter. Earl Spence couldn't knock him out. Nobody has knocked out Shawn Porter. This and that. Y'all whole fucking, demeanor is going to change about what y'all think about Shawn Porter.
And got the OG blue blood in here, money.
That's a fact. So when I see that shit and y'all saying what y'all saying, I'm going to see how y'all stand on that shit. But y'all don't want to put yourself in this position. Y'all feeling how y'all feeling because y'all don't want to have that big ass expectation of y'all thinking, you know what, we finna get Pacquiao, now we can shit on Earl. If we win this Pacquiao fight, there's nothing that they can say without us being 50-50 or this being an A side and all that shit. Because even if he'd have beat Pacquiao, he still would have been an A side. And you motherfuckers hate to hear that. He still wasn't gonna beat the A side. Because Earl was fighting Ugas, and if he get a third scrap coming off a pay-per-view, you gotta respect that shit. That y'all don't know how to show. Y'all don't know how to show respect and give respect where it's due, bro. So at the end of the day, bro, if this is the big announcement, which we know it's not, Shawn Porter, because y'all not gonna waste the announcement on Shawn Porter. That's not a big of a fight to say, oh, this is the announcement, bro. So we know it was Manny Pacquiao. So now, like he said on Akin Barak, and I'm finna come to one of y'all, like he said on Akin Barak, oh, if my plans don't happen, then you stay on standby, right? What's them dudes called that fucking Donald Trump say, the good boys or whatever the fuck they is? You know what I'm saying? Stay on standby.
Stand by.
Yeah, bro. So now they feeling some type of way. So Bomac, don't get pissed off at Kwame because Kwame on your damn head and he wants the announcement like the entire world won't. Right? So we'll see what happens, bro. But shouts out to my big bro, Blue Blood. One of the
Blue, blue
pioneers.
blood.
Blue,
You know
blue.
that, Blue?
Yeah, check it out, Monty. I was on their helmet yesterday because in my group, you know how I get down. It's all week. We had Bud nephew Travion Crawford,
Baby Crawford.
Yeah, oh
Baby
yeah,
Crawford.
baby Crawford. He was talking hella shit in the group all week. Talk about look how God work and this and that. Then Taiwan came in like 3 days later, talk about I've been quiet, but I know the fight and the announcement is coming out this weekend. So look, I let them get it off. I don't know no better. I heard through the grapevine it was going to be packed myself, but you know, you know, all we heard was they were in talks. Because we all thought when Heron fought that it was going to be announced. It was going to be this big thing in Dubai, and it was going to be announced. And they just were alluding to them being in talks again. So shit, I knew it. I said, shit, let me go to sleep early because I need to charge up for this shit because I'm gonna be on their motherfucking helmet tomorrow. You know, so through the grapevine, this is what I heard. Allegedly, the fight was signed with Pacquiao. It was signed, sealed, and delivered. They was waiting on some shit, and Shawn Porter activated his mandatory and threw a monkey wrench in the game. It was like, you know what? I'm not gonna miss out on the payday, so I'm gonna activate my mandatory, and we're gonna get it popping. So I mean, I don't know how credible that is, but source is pretty good. And then Bomac came through yesterday because I was on a helmet, and he got a little frustrated because I seemed to get under his skin, and he just said, you know what, it's Porter. So I don't know if he was trying to throw us off, but I'm hearing that that's pretty much accurate. That it's supposed to be Porter next, and I'm actually glad. And here's why I'm gonna tell you why I'm glad that happened because. All right, I understand Manny Pacquiao is an icon. I don't know. We're getting that feedback from. Yeah, I don't know. I know Manny Pacquiao is an icon, but I never felt that stylistically that was a good matchup for him. And I want to see Manny Pacquiao get hurt. I felt like Bud could hurt him, but on the flip side, we hadn't seen Bud in a high caliber fight like that, or that's definitely and that says a lot. And that's no shot to either one of them, but that just says a lot that Manny Pacquiao, 42 years old, is going to be not just the biggest fight, but your biggest step up in competition. So, I technically wanted to see him and Keith Thurman. That was the fight I really wanted to see, but I wanted him to fight Shawn Porter because I don't think it's right because you see what his fan base did this last weekend, and they're doing it this week as well. They're saying that now all of a sudden Errol Spence is ducking Keith Thurman, right? And I'm like, so basically, y'all want Errol Spence to fight, Kell Brook, Lamont Peterson. We'll skip over Ocampo, Mikey Garcia, Shawn Porter, Danny Garcia, and then he needs to fight Keith Thurman as well. And then y'all still want to talk about we think it should be a 40-40 split and 20% to the winner, or it should just be 50-50. That doesn't even make no sense. So on the flip side, with the Manny Pacquiao fight, I was saying like, all right, well, for one thing, we know it's going to be an exciting fight if it were to happen. Number two, it would even up some of the negotiations, especially if Crawford won in spectacular fashion. It's all about perception. Me personally, I don't think it should be 50-50 even with that, but if he wins and it's a huge event, then they would say 50-50, and I thought maybe we would get closer to actually getting the fight, but who knows? But you know what? It's about damn time that Crawford does some of the heavy lifting. And I also feel like people need to give Shawn Porter his props because he could have been capping like a lot of these fighters do. They go out there and they say, I want this person, I want that person, and the BPC, the Bud Protection Committee, they got an issue with everyone who wants to fight Bud. There's always these hypothetical results of fights that he gonna just knock this person out or he gonna knock this person out. Well, you know what? They said Shawn Porter need to activate his mandatory. So it seems like Shawn Porter is, from what I hear, that's what's going on. He wants to fight. I feel like his stock went up after the Errol Spence fight. To me, that was more of a win for him than a loss. That fight right there. He looked good against Formella, and it's about time that we see, Crawford in there with another elite athlete as himself. I'm not just saying a good boxer, but an elite athlete, because what I noticed is that in the majority of his fights, and what I really picked up on this was the Mean Machine fight. When Mean Machine cracked him, Terrance Crawford is a melanated brother. He trains 24/7. He's dedicated. He old school, and he's an elite supreme athlete. And when he gets upset and he takes a shot, he turns that shit on, and y'all just gonna bang it out. And he has skills. But my question always was, when is he gonna face someone else who's an elite athlete like him, where that's not gonna be enough to get you over the hill to win the fight? And Shawn Porter is definitely one of those guys where he's going to drag it out of you. Point blank, period. He's coming. He's coming. Period. He coming. I also feel like Keith Thurman, Errol Spence as well. These guys also are elite athletes. Where you're just not gonna say, I'm gonna, just overexert my will on these guys, and that's just gonna make them fold. Because we got to see what happens when Bud get punched in the mouth. He punched someone in the mouth, and they could take that punch, and then they say, you know what? I got just as much will and dog in me as you do, and you're gonna have to show me. Because the opponents I've seen in the ring with him thus far, they didn't have that quality. Definitely not in American. Kell Brook had that mentality, but he physically didn't have that left in him by the time that they fought. You know what I'm saying? And you look at Benavidez, he had his injury. That was I didn't think that was the greatest performance, but he pulled it out. Jeff Horn, we already know he was a patsy. He was part of a bigger scheme. So you know what? If this is the fight that's going down, I'm excited. I'm excited to see it. And as a quote unquote, because it's just like what happened with this brother in the chat who made that conversation about race. What I've noticed is that people normally will they'll get hit with a stone and then try to project that shit on you and act like you are who they are. And here's the thing: if you notice the difference between the fan bases, Errol Spence fan base don't just sit around and attack Bud Crawford personally or say anything negative about him or anything. We talk about boxing. And on the flip side, we will go and buy his pay-per-view if he fights Shawn Porter. I'm gonna purchase it.
Period. Exactly. I'm saying this, Kwame. Dahlia Antoinette, thank you so much, Queen, for the donation. Much love, much appreciated, Queen. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I know you said you're in the chat, but I appreciate you.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy the pay-per-view, and it's not because I'm a huge Crawford fan or I'm a huge Porter fan. I'm gonna buy the pay-per-view because as a boxing fan, that's a pay-per-view worthy fight to watch, because at least we're finally gonna see him in there with someone you say, okay, this guy's not a 10-1 underdog. Shawn Porter will go in there as an underdog just based off of skill level and accomplishments of Crawford and how great he is as an actual fighter. But this isn't someone that we say, you know what, this guy don't have no chance of winning the fight. It don't make no sense for me to even buy this. I'll just wait until it's over. This we know will be an action-packed fight regardless of how it ends. You know, so salute to him if that's who it is. I'm actually happy that's who it is, and we'll just have to see when they make an official announcement and how it go down.
No doubt. 'Cause that's why I want him to fight Kwame myself. I want him to fight Porter myself. But let's go knock out your thoughts on if it's Porter or where you thought it was gonna be Thurman and shit.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be
coach thought it was gonna be Thurman too. Did you coach or Porter? Yeah, but go ahead.
So if it's Porter, bro. First of all, I'll get this out the way before I go into my other shit. I love the fight. I'll be happy for the fight, and I'll buy the fight just like Kwame. And I think it's a damn good fight, man. It'll be by far the best fight on Terrance Crawford's
resume. Let's
resume.
knockout. We got 136 people in the building. Let your boy get 3 donations. Show some love, y'all. And to everybody who showed love to help us put my cousin down, we'll be burying him this week. And I appreciate y'all, man, for all the love. We came up on like $395. I think it was like $395, close to $400. Every penny went to him, and I thank everyone who showed love and donated, man. That was real respect, and I respect y'all for that, bro. But go ahead, knockout.
Yeah, for sure. And so as far as what I think, like people gotta understand, like what I've learned in life, man, as a father, a husband in corporate America, all that shit, like you want to under promise something, so that you can exceed expectations and over deliver.
Facts.
You don't want to over promise shit, and then when it falls short on what you over promised, then people looking at you sideways, bro. And that's what's happening with Terrance Bud Crawford right now. Like when you have some report come out talking about you in talks with Manny Pacquiao, y'all got a date for June 5th, and you telling people hold this shit because we finna do this on pay-per-view. Everybody talking shit, everybody getting crunk, whatever the case may be. But then the shit comes to Shawn Porter, bro. People gonna be like, yeah, bro, that's a good fight, but damn, bro, you told me you might have Pacquiao, bro. Like, what's up with that shit? And so if they would have just never said nothing, bro, and Porter is just the opponent, nobody would have an issue with it whatsoever. And so that's kind of the issue that I have with this whole situation. As far as the fight itself, man, it's a good fight. I'll be down to watch it. I'll be very, very happy to watch it. But it's kind of the same thing with, and I hate to compare him to this because he's a billion times the fighter that this person is, but it's the same thing with like Ryan Garcia. Like it's not that his fight against Javier Fortuna is a necessarily bad fight. It's because all of the shit that you said before this about you fighting Pacquiao, you got fucking Gervonta Tank Davis, you're gonna knock him out in 2 rounds, and then when it comes up under that, people looking at you like, damn, bro, you a capping and you a clout chaser. And I ain't trying to call Bud Crawford that shit, but bro, it's kind of the same thing, bro. You can't talk all this shit. He was on Twitter going hard, bro. Earl Spence is behind me. I ain't worried about that shit. Fuck all that shit. I'm moving on. It's in my past because he thought he had Manny Pacquiao. And then when you end up not having that shit, when you end up not getting that fight, now people looking at you like, bro, really? So Earl Spence is behind you for Shawn Porter? And Lord, if his opponent ain't Shawn Porter and it ain't Keith Thurman, the backlash that he is gonna get, bro, the fucking the crucifying that people are gonna do to him and his team, it's gonna be nonstop, bro. And they bought it on themselves by allowing Bob Arum to make these false ass promises, to put this shit out there in the media, and now making fans' expectations rise just fucking sky high. And then now they about to be all let down. And guess what? People, they might say a little something about Bob Arum. They might talk shit about him a little bit, but they ain't gonna go in on him like they're gonna go in on Terrance Crawford and Bo Mack and the rest of the team, bro. Like they not gonna do it like that. For whatever reason, he gonna get the majority of the backlash, even though he ain't really responsible for making his own fights like that. He ain't responsible for that shit, but he gonna get the majority of the backlash because he's the one that's in the media, that's talking all this shit. His team is the one that's going around saying, nanny boo boo, we got Pacquiao. And now when you don't, and now everybody's waiting on an announcement, you want to get mad and you want to get in your feelings about this shit because we like, yo, bro, you told us one thing, but now you're doing another. It's like when you brag about shit that ain't done yet, bro, you always leave yourself open to criticism, like the fucking tortoise in the hare that we all read about growing up in school and shit. Like you don't want to start bragging and shit about how you win in this race and you taking naps and shit, and this other motherfucker just steady going, and then you eventually end up losing, bro. And that's what the hell he's doing. They are losing right now. At this point, it don't matter who it is, bro. You got everybody's hopes up with Manny Pacquiao. So regardless of who it is, anybody that you fight is gonna be a lesser fight than Manny Pacquiao unless it's Earl Spence, and we know that shit ain't next. We know for a fact that fight ain't next. So whatever the announcement turns out to be, if it's fucking Shawn Porter, if it's fucking Keith Thurman, whoever it is at this point, if the name ain't Manny Pacquiao, bro, people are gonna be looking at him and his team sideways, and they bought this shit on themselves, bro. That's why these boxers, bro, they need a fucking PR person. Like all these chains and Lamborghinis and all this shit that these people buy, man. They need somebody that's gonna tell them, look, bro, maybe you shouldn't send this shit on Twitter, right? Mr. and Mrs. Interviewer, yo, he answered that question incorrectly. Delete that fucking shit. Ask him the question again, and this is what the hell you need to say, right? That's the type of people that they need to hire because they put their foot in their mouth. They run around here reckless, talking shit, and now it comes back to bite you when the shit that you was talking don't come to fruition, bro. And so, do I feel bad for him? No, I feel bad for no grown man that gets on there, talks his shit, stands on his shit. If you come back to you, that's on you, bro. You the one said that shit. So, you know, I'm looking at him sideways, bro. It's fucking, what is it? 9-10 hours ahead, bro. It's like 8 or 9 in the morning in Dubai, bro. It's 8 or 9 in the morning on Tuesday in Dubai, bro. Like Monday done came and went. We ain't got no news, bro. We're gonna be waiting on the news tomorrow. And that shit, at this point, if it ain't Shawn Porter or Keith Thurman, bro, they gonna kill Terrance Crawford and them, bro. They gonna kill him. It has to be a big fight, which I'm glad. I hate that you have to be shamed into a fight that, you know, we want to see as fans. I hate that you have to be shamed into this shit. So that's a good silver lining in it. But they just got to learn from this man and stop trusting Bob Arum, bro. At this point, if he don't get Manny Pacquiao, which is looking like he damn sure not, bro. If he signs with Bob Arum, that's going to re-signs with him. That's going to tell me everything I need to know about him, bro. It just means he's comfortable and he don't want to smoke with these top dudes like that, bro. And I hate to say that shit, but we got to call it what it is, man. Like, your actions have to speak louder than your words. And if you can allow Bob Arum to do all of this shit to you, bro, run your name through the mud, lie to you, put out false stories on who your next fight is, and et cetera, bro. If you can allow him to do this shit and still just sign back with him for that, for whatever guarantees and shit, then you telling me, bro, you don't really give a damn about your legacy like that, bro. You cool. And at the end of the day, man's making $4 million a fight. Like, I can't really knock him. Shit, he making more money than me. But if that's what you want to do, then just come out and say that shit, bro. All this bolstering and shit, all this social media shit that these dudes are doing, man. All this announcement, non-announcement shit, bro. That's some Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua shit, bro. I don't want that shit from Terrance Bud Crawford, bro. Don't give me no fake ass announcement and shit, and then pull the wool over my eyes and shit, bro. Don't do that, bro. Don't allow Bob Arum to do that shit to you, bro, because they ain't criticizing him, bro. Everybody's making videos and criticizing you and doing live streams about you and your team, bro. They may make a statement here or there about Bob Arum, but you the one that's getting the majority of the smoke right now, bro. So you need to realize that shit, man. But that's all I got, money. You can go ahead to the next one. And what up, ETB?
Only thing I got to say, I saw Angel Rosado ask, would it be a bigger fight than Pacquiao? You know, it would make Spence fight bigger. It won't make Spence fight bigger, and I'll tell you why. First of all, Pacquiao ain't fought in 2 years. That's number one. Number two is, anybody on this panel think Manny Pacquiao could beat Shawn Porter is out their fucking minds. Think about it like that. So he's fighting a better fighter. The second thing is, Shawn Porter is a warrior. That's number one. And the things he do in the ring, it looks unorthodox to a lot of people, but his feet just as quick. He's strong as a fucking bull, and he know how to fight. So when people sit here and say, wouldn't it make the Spence fight bigger? No, not in my eyes, because I know boxing. So I look at it like this. Shawn Porter did what Errol Spence did when he was going after Kell Brook belt. I'm not taking no step aside money. I am the mandatory, so you got to fight me. And if that's the case, more respect to Shawn Porter. This fight is very, very difficult for Terrance Bud Crawford, because we have not seen Bud in the ring with nobody of that caliber. Everybody on Bud Crawford's resume, Shawn Porter, except for Kell Brook when he was younger, but the Kell Brook he fought, Shawn Porter would beat him today.
That's a fact.
You understand? Shawn Porter would beat him today. And that was a hell of a fight when they did fight. So this is not no easy win for Bud. And Bomac is frustrated because Shawn Porter put in that bid. That's what it was. That's why he got on there with attitude and all of this shit. Because, damn, we got to fight Shawn. Well, yeah, you got to fight Shawn. So what? Go up in there and beat him if you better than him. But this is by no means an easy fight for Terrance Bud Crawford. And I'll go out on a limb and say this: that's a 50-50 fight in my eyes. To be honest with y'all, everybody think because he has never faced nobody with that type of strength, skill. We never seen him have to bite down and go into the deep rounds in a war. Never. I mean, this is gonna be a war. This is not gonna be an easy fight for Terrance Bud Crawford.
Facts.
You know, so everybody just thinking he gonna just walk through. He gonna move on to Errol Spence. And another thing, everybody that's saying, you know, Spence is ducking Crawford. Errol Spence, like I said before on Money's show, I said it on ETB show. I said it. Errol Spence sticking to what the fuck he said he was gonna do. Point blank and period. Whoever got the belt on my side of the street, I'm gonna get they shit. And then I'm gonna come holler at you, partner, and we gonna see what's happening. Now, I'm a big fan of both of these guys. I say this all the time. But who's been fighting the best competition? So now you gotta step up, bro. You gotta bite down and fight the best. Manny Pacquiao is not at this point in his career. I just don't see him being able to beat somebody like Shawn Porter. So this is a harder fight to me than dealing with Manny Pacquiao. Is it more money? No, it's not more money. But this the business you in. That man activated as mandatory. And if that's the case, more power to him. Get your ass in the ring. Either you win or you lose. As simple as that. Just like any other sport. You just like tonight. We watching Bale and Gonzaga, right?
Yeah.
The best playing the best. That's what we want as fight fans. Right. I'm not against Bud Crawford. I'm not against his team. I'm not against none of that. But we tired of seeing mediocre fighters that you fighting because the fans deserve more. We deserve more because we pay for it. We pay for this shit.
Shit, goddamn right, coach.
You know, we pay your salary, bro. So that's what we want to see. You can't get mad and then you turn I don't give a damn what the fans say. Well, the fans the ones who support you. Then just keep on fighting on regular TV. Because I know one thing: if you fight a fucking bum, just like Knockout said, but this is going to be a shit show in your ears forever, dude. People gonna be on the street calling you an asshole.
I'm telling you, bro.
Serious. People gonna be on the street going, man, what the fuck you doing, bro? You keep fighting all these bullshit ass fighters, you know. So you don't have a choice, bro. Either that or quit boxing. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, bro. He had enough easy money, bro. He had enough easy money, man. It's time to earn that $4 million, man.
We continue to talk about the damn Hall of Fame, or if I stop right now, I'm in the Hall of Fame. Like
I don't care. The Hall of Fame, no shit. Give up the belt so we can see some other dudes coming.
Yeah, when people say that shit, I'm just like, well, you quit then, bro. Just quit then. Just go to the Hall of Fame then, bro. If you ain't gonna fight anymore, go to the Hall of Fame. But if you a champion, I want to see you fight the best, bro. I don't want to see this bullshit, man.
And you're in your prime, bro. You are literally in his prime right now, bro. So, dude, fight the best and see if you the best. Fuck, you fought amateur, you won some, you lost some. It's just the way it goes. So fight the best. And I'm not sitting here and shitting on Bud Crawford because I don't think it's all him. But don't go, just like you said, don't go on your Twitter link and talking all this bullshit like you got Manny Pacquiao, when all Shawn Porter got to do is say, no, you don't. You got to fight me next, no matter what. So, and if Shawn Porter did that, more power to Shawn, because we know one thing for sure about Shawn Porter: he's a warrior, and he's willing to fight anybody at any time. So, quit, bud, if you don't want to fight him. Fuck it.
That's all I got to say.
Talk to him, coach.
Y'all talking about Bud is gonna stop Porter. Y'all give me one reason, one real valid reason on why the fuck Bud is gonna stop Shawn Porter when Shawn Porter.
Not gonna happen, and I'll put $1,000 on it. Anybody want smoke? Just get in contact with me, and we'll see about that shit. Because ain't nobody stopping them.
Exactly. We got 141 people in the building. Y'all hit the like button and let your boy get 3 donations. Show some love for the grind. Show some love for the respect, bro. Key, what's going down, bro? I know you've been watching. What's your thoughts on the situation, Key?
Oh man, y'all already know. And salute to everybody in the chat. Just like Coach said, you know, even Bo Mac, dude, we gonna see if Bo Mac, you know what I'm saying, really about putting that money on the line. First off, because you remember when Bo Mac came in on the show, and he guaranteed that if Shawn Porter and Terrance Crawford ever fight, that Bud was gonna knock him out. Remember, he said he wouldn't even go past 5 rounds with Bud, right?
Oh my gosh.
So if they do fight, we gonna really see what Bo Mack is about. Because I told Bo Mack that I give him whatever he want to bet, whatever he want to put on the line. I give him 2-1 odds. That I give him 2-1 odds that Crawford is not gonna stop Shawn Porter. So whatever he want to do, so we gonna see what he about. Like I said earlier, man, the fight that I want to see, as far as competitive wise, is Shawn Porter and Bud Crawford. That is a much better competitive fight to me than Manny Pacquiao. Like I said earlier, it's gonna answer all the questions that I need to know. Yeah, we all see the skills that Bud have offensively. All right, and y'all, and I'll say that again. We all see the skills that Bud Crawford has offensively. To me, he is the best offensive fighter in the division. So far, you know, we can boots look good, but we can't really say for right now. Bud Crawford is the most proven fighter offensively. He looked the best to me from an offensive standpoint. But to be the best, you got to beat the best, and to be the best, you have to be all around the best fighter. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be the best offensively and then have holes in your defense, or have a suspect chin. And I'm not saying that Bud Crawford has any of that, but what I am saying is that fighting the top level competition is going to show everything and answer all the questions that we need answered. Yeah, you can go out there, right, and get all your you can go out there and get everything off you need to get off when you fight lesser competition. You can do things to a C level and a B minus level fighter, right, that you can't do to an A in an A plus level fighter. They're gonna nullify some of that shit. So, like Kwame was saying, I want to see what's gonna happen when you try to get your shit off and you in the ring with an opponent that's not gonna fold. You in the ring when you hit somebody, with shit that you used to knocking them out with, or you used to scaring them with, to where they don't want to go fire for fire with you, and you hit them with the shit and they look at you, and tell you to come on, let's go. When you're in the ring with somebody that got the same gas tank you got, that's not gonna slow down. What are you going to be able to do? You know what I'm saying? How are you going to react to that? Because, and this is not no knock to Terrance Crawford, and I always say this because he's a great fighter to me. It's not no knock to Terrance Crawford, but he doesn't have a stellar resume at no level, at no weight class he's fought in. To me, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't have anybody that's real impressive on his resume at 135 or 140. Now, 135, he did fight Gamboa, but I mean, Gamboa, we know the backstory behind that, so I'm not even gonna get into that. And Gamboa is a lot smaller than him, way smaller than him. But I'm gonna still give him his credit. So I give him his credit for Gamboa, as far as being impressive opponent, but other than that, it ain't really no impressive opponents that make me say like, damn, Crawford just beat such and such, because I look at his skill level and I look at like when you got that type of skill level, you're supposed to do that. So as far as if you fighting a Porter, that's gonna answer all the questions, because you go and you either beat Porter decisively to where it ain't no question about it, like you beat him, decisively, or you stop Porter. Well, then can't nobody come on and argue with me and tell me that you're not the number one pound for pound fighter, right? And I'm gonna stick to that shit. I need that question answered still. I need to know how you're gonna perform against somebody on a top level opponent at 147 because I haven't seen it yet. So I need to know. As far as Pacquiao is an all-time great. Everybody know that. But I think if he went out there and destroyed Pacquiao, I would still have a lot of questions. You know what I'm saying? From a competitive standpoint, I'm still gonna be asking myself, well, shit, Pacquiao was coming off a 2-year layoff. I ain't never really seen Pacquiao that inactive and then come back in the ring with, the top pound for pound fighter in a lot of people's eyes. Pacquiao is 42 years old. What if Pacquiao was washed up? What if Pacquiao, the long ass layoff affected Pacquiao? I'm still gonna have them questions. You know what I'm saying? And you probably telling the damn lie if you saying that you wouldn't have them questions. You know what I'm saying? Like, why wouldn't you have them questions? So, to me, for a competitive standpoint, like I said all along, yeah, Pacquiao is a great fighter, but I don't think it would have answered my question. I don't think Pacquiao is gonna answer my questions like that.
Keon, you need to address L Town. He said you contradicted yourself, and he said bullshit. Errol Jr. is sending the jab down the pipe, moving body shots after body shot, with the exception of Kel, but hasn't fought anyone. And he said you just contradicted yourself. So
what?
What do you mean? But what he said, contradict himself on what though? Like, because I read the comment. What did he contradict?
Let me read it myself. It says bullshit. Errol Jr. is seeing the jab down the pipe, moving body shots after body shot, with the exception of Kell Brook, hasn't fought anyone. Fuck you talking about? I don't know what he's talking about.
He's making your point. Like I said, he can't even elaborate on that shit.
I don't even know what he's talking about. Is he saying that Errol Spence haven't fought nobody except for Kell Brook? If he's saying that.
He's saying it with the exception of Kell, Bud hasn't fought anyone. And then after that comment, he wrote you contradict yourself. I don't know. L-Town, put it in the chat, bro.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying, bro.
I don't know what you're saying, but
the first comment sounded like he agreed with you, Key. And then the second comment, I don't know.
I can't get what you're saying either,
but Kell Brook, you know what I'm saying? That Kell Brook, I didn't mention Kell Brook. Anybody with common sense know that Kell Brook wasn't the same fighter. You know what I'm saying? He just wasn't. You know what I'm saying? I want to see him. I want to see what he looks like when he fights Kell Brook that still has some punch resistance. That still, you know what I'm saying, keep coming after you hit him with a jab, a half hook jab. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. It ain't nothing. It's no knock on Terrance Crawford because obviously he's done what he's supposed to do with a fighter of his caliber is supposed to do when you put in the ring with the caliber of fighters that he's been put in the ring against. You know what I'm saying? That's all we can ask him.
He just wrote the comment.
Hold on, I gotta knock out. I'm about to put it up here. Like, how the hell is he? How is that contradiction?
Yeah, that didn't make sense to me either.
I mean, a lot of people don't have common sense. So moving along.
Hold on, you say Bud is the best offensive fighter. Then he said Bud has nobody on his resume.
So what does your skill level on offense have to do with the people that you fought?
Top talent. Yeah, I might think you got the best skills in the division, but if you put it up against the top talent, is what he's saying, bro. So how's that contradiction, bro?
Exactly, and I never for once said that he has nobody on his resume. I said he doesn't have nobody that impresses me with the skill level that he has, right? If you're the number one pound for pound fighter, right? It's nobody on his resume where I'm like, wow, Bud just fucking beat so and so. You feel me? Because if he is that good, well, I mean, why would I be impressed with any of the guys that he's beating? Because that means that if he is the number one pound for pound fighter, right, it ain't nobody that sticks out in his resume that you can say, like, damn, you know what I'm saying? He beat such and such. I didn't even know he was gonna beat him. I thought that was gonna be a close fight. No.
Right.
Like, okay, like say for instance, Jamel Herring, okay? If down the line I look at his resume, I could say, you know, like when he beat Carl Frampton, like that shit impressed me. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't think that he was
Yo,
gonna beat
somebody
Crawford.
block that dude. Yeah, get him the hell out of here. My bad, Key. Go ahead.
At, Joe Joyce. If we talking about Joe Joyce, you know, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, we look at his resume, right? And he don't fight nobody else, right? Or if he just fight a couple more fights after this. And I look at his resume and I say, like, yeah, man, when he beat Daniel Dubois, like that shit, you know, that shit impressed me. Like, you know, that's the type of fight that I'm talking about. So, you know, I don't know if that broke it down. A lot of people don't have a lot, you know, common sense, but yeah, just because you are the best offensive fighter doesn't mean that you're the best fighter. It just depends. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to put all of those skills together against the best. And like I said, certain stuff that you can get off against lesser competition, you can't get off against the top level of competition. You know what I'm saying? Canelo couldn't go in the ring and get off the shit that he was getting off when he got off against Josecito Lopez when he got in the ring with motherfucking Errol Spence. If that makes sense to you. So back to what I was saying, yeah, you know what I'm saying? As far as the Pacquiao fight, I always thought that he deserved the Manny Pacquiao fight more than Errol Spence or anybody else because he been wanting that fight the longest. I was excited before when they kept saying that he was gonna get a Pacquiao fight, even though I didn't never think he was gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? I was rooting for him to get it. But then after Pacquiao didn't have no belt no more, it was kind of like, okay, you know what I'm saying? You fight Pacquiao. We know Pacquiao isn't the top, to me, isn't the top competition-wise in the division. He ain't got no belt. You know what I'm saying? So if you asking me as far as a fan, if ain't no belt on the line, would I rather see him against Pacquiao or him against Porter? I'm going to say Porter every time because of the competition. But if it's a belt on the line, then I want to see him fight Pacquiao. Go get that belt. Go, you know what I'm saying? Go do your thing. So that's how I feel about the situation. But right now, as far as the whole Bud Crawford team, Bo Mack and everything, as far as what Bo Mack said, I think they scrambling right now. You know what I'm saying? They all scrambling. You know what I'm saying? They back is up against the wall, like Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua in this Tyson Fury situation. You know what I'm saying? They scrambling. They don't know. They you know what I'm saying? They know that if they can't get a Manny Pacquiao fight, if this don't come through, because they still scrambling trying to get this Manny Pacquiao fight behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? But they know that they're gonna have, you know, the fans and nobody is gonna put up with no bullshit fight. If it ain't Pacquiao, if it's not Thurman or Shawn Porter, they know they back up against the wall. You might as well sit out. You know what I'm saying? In shit. Sit out until your contract up if it ain't one of them, right? So your back is up against the wall, and your next move got to be your best move. But as far as if it is Porter, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I've heard, you know, the same thing that Kwame was alluding on earlier, that, you know, they still trying to make the Pacquiao fight behind the scenes. They both agreed. See. So this is the rumors, right? That they both, Bud and Pacquiao, have both basically signed off on the contract and everything. You know what I'm saying? But Porter is trying to stop that. Porter's trying to, you know what I'm saying? He's trying to stop that play from happening, right? Now, this what makes it like, okay, I don't know if I believe, you know what I'm saying, believe the sources or not, because the fact is that why would Manny Pacquiao's team come out and say that's a lie? So Bud team is pretty much saying like we didn't both signed off on this shit. But, you know, Porter is just kind of the hold up. And then it's kind of like, well, why Manny Pacquiao team say what they said? So, man, it's like what Knockout was saying, man. You can't believe none of this shit at the end of the day until it's signed, sealed, and delivered, and you got a venue and you got a date and a real announcement, because, you know, Bob Arum lied, men lie, women lie, Bob Arum lie. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know. You really don't know. Bob Arum could be, you know what I'm saying, going telling them one thing and know it's another thing happening. But and don't be surprised, right? If they do get this Pacquiao fight, like I've been saying for a couple weeks now, if this Pacquiao fight do fall through for Bud and everything go planned, I'm gonna let y'all know right now. It's gonna be a bet on the line. I'm letting y'all know. And don't be surprised. And remember, and I know money like, nah, it can't happen. I'm telling you, it can happen. Ugas don't have too much pull. Don't be surprised if they demote Ugas back down to that regular champion because he ain't fought nobody, so he don't have that much pull. And they give Manny Pacquiao his super championship belt back, right? And it's because they say because Manny Pacquiao ended up giving them a top 10 opponent that he was fighting. Because the whole thing is they took the belt for Pacquiao because they told him he was going to have to fight a top 10 opponent. But don't be surprised if that happened. I'm just letting y'all know if Bud and Pacquiao fight, there will be a belt on the line. Mark my words.
You heard.
And I'm going to go ahead.
Hey,
Hold on.
You heard.
So my brother sending us saying, much love, much appreciated for the donation, bro. Says salute, my brother. You are a dog amongst dogs, and I appreciate all the work you put in, family. Much love. I appreciate you, champ. Much love.
Hey, I said that before anybody else. Now remember, I told y'all that might happen. Remember, ETB, I was on your show. That could happen because nobody's fought yet.
And I've been saying that for some weeks now.
Yeah.
Me and Coach been saying, we both been saying, I'm I money. Okay, I'm trying to tell you.
Let me read this real fast. That ain't happening, bro. Uga's gonna be locked in with Prince. They can't do that shit. I don't think he's ducking. This dude said, I don't think he's ducking nothing. He is the favorite in most of the major fights y'all talking, in Vegas at least. He's super underpaid, need a big payday, and Bob isn't a good promoter. So this is what I mean by y'all, bro. And I don't mind y'all taking up for Bud. I don't mind y'all looking at things, trying to be optimistic and shit, right? Why isn't y'all blaming Bud Crawford for all this shit? How you gonna say Bob Arum isn't a good promoter, but he go back and sign with Bob Arum? How you gonna say he's super underpaid when Bomac say we making more than Earl Spence and we getting paid over here? So y'all saying he's super underpaid, this, that, and the third. I mean, it's not making no sense and it's not adding up, bro, because y'all got to answer to Bud on those type of things. He's the one standing back with Bob. Him and Bomac the one sitting down talking about Bob doing everything he can do to get him the big fights when we see him not opening up his checkbook. So evidently he's not doing everything he's supposed to do to try to get them the big fights because he's not paying for the motherfuckers. If you're doing everything you're supposed to do to get somebody the big fights, you negotiate and you go do what you got to do, like he was doing for Lomachenko. You feel me? He was willing to pay Manny Pacquiao to fight Lomachenko at 135, but you're not willing to pay him to fight Terrance Crawford at 147, right? Knowing it's gonna put Bud on a different level, because that's where he fucked up at, not giving Bud Pacquiao way back when. He must have been let Bud get that scalp on his fucking resume, right? When back after the diary gene and all that shit, when Bud was won him at 140, right? So when we look at that situation, bro, we not about to feel sorry. We not about to sit up here and play. Or you know what? Yeah, Bob Arum is a bad promoter. No, we're not going to play none of that shit because Bud put himself in that situation and they sound like they are A-OK with what's going on over at Top Rank. To the point we don't even know if he fit to sign back with Top Rank or not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't come here with that, homie, and thinking that shit go fly. And then there was another thing I want to address, and I'm going to let one of y'all go because I'm enjoying listening to y'all talk, bro. He said, oh, yeah, the thing about is Shawn Porter more relevant than Keith Thurman. Shawn Porter is just as relevant as Keith Thurman. Porter has been more active than Keith Thurman, right? Porter is a dog, even though he lost to Keith Thurman. He went out there and gave Keith Thurman a hell of a fight. That's what y'all keep overlooking the fucking performance that Porter put on just because he took an L, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That was a hell of a fight against Keith Thurman, dog. Hell of a fight against Earl Spence. Hell of a fight against fucking Kell Brook. All his 3 losses was fucking just bomb burners where motherfuckers enjoy every last fight. And Porter is never in a boring fight. Keith Thurman is not coming back to fight Terrance Crawford right off the layoff that he got, right? He's not coming back. Even though he's saying all this shit, he's not coming back. And Laurie, you drop that link if you're in here, Laurie. He's not coming straight back to fight Bud Crawford. I'm telling you right now, bro. I don't give a damn what he say. He'll come back, get him a tune-up, then he's going to want to put himself in position. But Shawn Porter is ready right now, bro. He's ready. He's been on his bumper. He's the mandatory, right? And if what Keon and Kwame saying is true, because I haven't heard those things, but they heard things in it, through the grapevines. If they signed it and Porter activated his mandatory because he like fuck it, why let Manny Pacquiao steal my opportunity?
Right.
I told you, Kenny Porter don't let shit slip through the cracks. Kenny Porter is not stupid. Kenny Porter's not gonna sit up here and let, you know what? This is an opportunity for my son to either become another world champion again, or at least say he fought every motherfucker at 147.
That makes some
Shawn
money.
Porter, he fought Danny Garcia, he fought Earl Spence, he fought Keith Thurman. The last man out is fucking Terrance Crawford. And what has Kenny Porter said? And he always said, all these guys need to fight all these guys to see who's the best and mix it up with each other. Kenny Porter said that shit in the beginning when I was like, well, you need to at least let your son get in there and fight Earl Spence first. And if that's the case, and guess what? His son got in there and fought Earl Spence first. But nonetheless, bro, y'all can't keep coming in here making excuses for Bud Crawford like, oh, well, Bob did this and Bob. Yes, some of it is on Bob, but majority of it is on fucking Bo McIntyre's Bud Crawford. It's their team. They the one running the show. It's Bud Crawford's show, bro. And what Bud always say out his mouth, well, the promoters work for us. We don't work for the promoters. So that's letting you know that he got some type of leverage over there. If not, you know what I mean? He just ain't the man now, just, oh, well, Bob said I got to do this, so I'm going to do this. No, he said he got some type of leverage. He the one saying that, oh, they work for us. So if we want to fight, the fight can get made. So if you want Shawn Porter, that fight can get made, right? Those are your words, bro, not ours. You feel me? So at the end of the day, bro, Shawn Porter is a motherfucking very credible fucking opponent to Terrance Crawford. It's as shown from him fighting the people that he's fought and the performance that he's put on. You can't knock that shit, bro. You can't knock it. But y'all, if y'all over on Facebook, I need y'all to go over there and follow Loyalty Promotion in Boxing, show some love. Join that boxing group. It's one of the hottest boxing groups over there. And while you're over there, make sure y'all go ahead and follow Loyal to the Boxing Game too, because that's one of the ones where you can just go in that bitch and have fun. I get your ass put in Facebook jail every now and then. Right? But you have fun in that bitch, you know what I'm saying? But let me get the coach, man. Coach, what you think about that, coach? Is Shawn Porter more valid than Keith Thurman for Bud?
I don't know what boxing matches that these people be watching. I really don't, because Shawn Porter is a fucking dog, bro. Every fight he's in is exciting. He give everybody the business. Fights are close. Those fights, nobody just beating him and, oh, that was a convincing win.
Right.
These fights that he's had with Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia, Errol Spence, these were wars. This wasn't.
Let me say this, coach. I'm sorry to stop you. To the point, coach, where I was pissed off that Shawn Porter beat Devin Alexander for the title. I wanted Kell Brook to beat Shawn Porter, right? So I was looking, I'm like, yeah, Kell Brook beat his ass easy. Yeah, all that shit. Man, I went back and watched that fight. Man, Shawn Porter was on his ass. You heard me, coach? I went back and watched it. I said, damn, I was being a little biased. I'm like, man, Porter could have won that fight.
Man, only thing that Kell Brook did well was hold.
Punch and hold.
He held Shawn Porter, and Shawn Porter wasn't strong enough. Kell Brook is a big, strong welterweight, so he kept him from letting his hands go. Errol Spence took a different approach. Errol Spence and Shawn Porter. Errol Spence took the approach that, okay, we're gonna beat each other bodies up and see how it come out. That's basically what he did. And he blocked a lot of shots. He's just a little bit more skilled than Shawn Porter. But Shawn Porter is a dog. I don't understand what fights these people watch. Nobody whitewashed Shawn Porter. He win rounds, and they win rounds. It just, he came up on the shot and a stick a couple times. This dude is a world-class fighter. This not no pushover. This ain't no Mean Machine. I saw somebody in the comments talking about Mean Machine. Shawn Porter beat the shit out of Mean Machine. Straight up, he'll beat the shit out of him. And I don't understand. Shawn Porter, they don't know his background. They think he's a football player. They don't know the type of fighters that Shawn Porter fought in the amateurs. They don't know the accomplishments that this guy made, man. This guy beat
Usyk.
He beat Usyk.
Mm-hmm.
He beat Boo Boo.
Yeah.
He beat Danny Jacobs. This dude is a fighter, bro. They don't understand his method of training may be unorthodox, but you're never gonna see Shawn Porter out of shape. You're gonna never see Shawn Porter get tired, and you're gonna never see Shawn Porter ever give up. Ever. You're gonna see him fight, and I mean fight hard, bro. When you when you fight Shawn Porter, you got to bring your lunch, Jack. You better be ready for the long haul because this is a hard. People are gonna understand when if this fight happened. I'm like knockout. I got to see the date, sign, seal, and deliver. But when y'all see this fight, if Bud Crawford get past Shawn Porter, then we can say, you know what, Bud is the goods because there's not one person on Bud Crawford resume that Shawn Porter wouldn't beat. So people, I don't understand what these people see. I don't understand. That's maybe just because they might be casual fans and don't know shit about boxing. They don't know nothing about footwork. Shawn Porter got some of the best footwork in the game, and people don't realize that because all they see is the muscle movement, him pushing you against the ropes and shit like that.
Hell yeah, how he kept turning spins in that fight, coach.
Yeah, they was turning.
Yeah, man.
They was turning the piss out of each other.
You preaching, man. Go ahead, my bad.
They was turning the piss out of each other. They both was turning each other and using strength. So, but people don't know what they're looking at, and you gotta excuse people like that because they don't know shit about boxing. Like rest in peace, Roger Mayweather used to say. You know, they don't know shit about boxing, bro. Shawn Porter is a man, because of Shawn Porter's strength in his feet, Manny Pacquiao wouldn't stand a chance. And his size, Manny Pacquiao wouldn't stand a chance against Shawn Porter. Shawn Porter, like Keith Thurman backed off of Manny Pacquiao, I don't know how many times in that fight once he had him against the rope. Shawn Porter not backing off. You're going to have to fight your way out of there, and you better have some good feet because he's going to be on your ass like a bad rash, Jack. You know? So,
Let me say this. I'm coming to you, Kwame. He say, and there's not one person on Earl resume that Bud wouldn't beat. That's not the case. You feel
what? We don't know that.
That's what I'm saying, Coach. That's what we don't know. Even though I favor Bud to beat the dudes, I favor him. But the thing is, we want to see him beat a Danny, a Shawn, a Mikey, even a fucking Mikey.
Nah,
you know what I mean? That's what we telling y'all. See, y'all looking at Bud resume, y'all see him knocking those dudes out. You can take motherfucking Amir Khan, and I'm gonna give him credit for Kill, but even when Kill got knocked out, they already been knocked out. Now you look at, like I say, the other three, they all get their ass whooped by the PBC boys. I ain't finna even go down that lane because Kwame already said that shit. And I don't want to, be repeated like a fucking dead record. But we know that motherfucker Jeff Horn ain't had no footwork. Everybody wanted to get at his ass. Keith Thurman wanted to get at him so bad he was injured. He was still willing to fight the motherfuckers.
X.
Fucking Benavidez, right? Once you get through six rounds for him, the knee going, and that's just true talk. The knee is going, right? And Earl would have been punished him. Danny, like that man standing right there like that, they would have beat him, bro. Mean Machine the same way. But Bud beat him. We're not taking that away from him. That's what y'all don't get. Y'all think people is shitting on Bud, and that's not the case, bro. That's not the case. The thing is, let's see him fight the top competition and see if he can beat those dudes. Let's see if he can beat him. Because I do pick him to beat Bud. To beat fucking Shawn Porter. But he's not finna knock out no fucking Shawn Porter and just walk to Shawn Porter like y'all think. Everybody keeps saying, y'all want to keep saying Mikey too small, little Mikey. How the fuck is Mikey too small? If Bud come from 35, right, and Mikey come from 26, how's he too small? Y'all don't be listening to what y'all be saying, bro. You know what I'm saying? You act like Bud is just at 47 and he just filled out. Or Bud been started. No, if Mikey came from fucking 26, right, and Bud came from 35, how the fuck is Mikey too small? Cut the bullshit, bro. Let me say this. Mikey just fought Earl, went 12. Mikey just beat Jesse Vargas, right? So is Bud bigger than Jesse Vargas? Answer that question. Y'all got to quit with the bullshit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Keep it real.
Let me say one thing. Dalton Voss, put your money where your mouth is. That's what I'm gonna say. Put your money where your mouth is, Jack.
Exactly, bro. There's a lot of cats talking about they want to take the bet.
Yeah, they talking about they want to take the bet. Yeah. Let me say this. I know you about to go, Kwame.
When that fight happened, y'all just make sure everybody, and I'm seeing Dalton Voss, Young Billionaire, all you boys that saying that he's gonna knock him out, y'all just swing y'all ass back around Money Brown way, because me, Coach, Knockout Kwame, and Keon will be waiting. You know what I mean?
I know you about to go, Kwame, but real, what I want y'all to look at when y'all are typing, y'all keep saying Bud would do this, Bud wouldn't do this. All of those hypotheticals, like all we saying on this panel, bro, is let's change that into a Bud did this.
Right, he's done this.
Bud didn't do this. He has done this. And that's what we're saying. Like, whatever you want to say about Shawn Porter, we know what he did against Danny Garcia. We know what he did against Keith Thurman and Devin Alexander and everybody that's on his resume. I'm not going to go through his own resume. The argument that we're making for Bud right now, I'm tired of him and his fans. Oh, I would do this to that fighter. Oh, this fighter wouldn't do this with me. Well, go show me, bro, and turn it into what you did or didn't do. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're asking for. But I know it's your turn, Kwame. I just want to say that for all these comments here, man.
Let me say this. We had 126 people in the building. Y'all hit that like button. Let your boy get 3 donations. Show some love for the grind. If you're rocking with your boy, let's find out who rocking with your boy. Go ahead, Kwame.
Thanks, man. Look, I think it's like beating a dead horse, man. That like we have to see Crawford in there with someone who is just as physical as him, someone who has big fight experience just like him, and someone, and then when it is someone who has big fight experience, not someone who's been knocked out multiple times or stopped multiple times. And that's not to take, I can't be mad at him for that because he don't make the matches, But as Knockout said, if listen, if it plays out the way that I'm hearing is probably playing out, and they get a Porter fight, and the Porter fight happens because of him activating the mandatory, I don't understand why you would go back and re-sign after that. I mean, because
Lori, thank you so much, love. I appreciate the love.
Yeah, I don't, and I'm gonna, because I got a little time here, man. So with this comment here, Dalton Vol says it's Porter the standard. We're not saying he the standard. What we're saying is that that's the best guy he would be fighting to date, and Shawn Porter has fought. We're fighting Bud Crawford. Tell me what top welterweight Shawn Porter has not fought. That's the question. He's fought everyone from Thurman to Spence to Danny Garcia to Kell Brook, and we're talking about Kell Brook when Kell Brook took his when he was undefeated. To Devin Alexander. So we're not talking about him being the standard, but you know what? Shit. If you're gonna try to discredit Porter to that extent, I mean, he's at least a top tier gatekeeper because and I won't even call Porter a gatekeeper because see the funny thing is
he's not a gatekeeper.
No, he's definitely not. But the funny thing is what I always hear in these arguments is about is Porter the standard. Well, let me ask you a question. Was Mean Machine the standard? Was
this critic and shit? He's a
right. Was Khan the standard? You know what I'm saying? Is Benavidez the standard? Is Jeff Horn the standard? Is Julius because I'm not taking away from Bud accomplishments because he did what he had to do in the ring. I'm just saying, y'all love to bring up history and stuff. Y'all want to talk about the standards. Is Ndongo a standard to become an undisputed champion with? So don't discredit guys that have actually got in the ring with people who have actually. I mean, this guy Shawn Porter is a 2-time world champion in a stacked division, regardless of however you see it and however it played out. And we know Bud is a great fighter, but we have yet to see him get hit in the mouth by somebody who has just as much dog as he do, just as much athleticism as he do, because when I remember, I just saw the highlights of the Gamboa fight again today, and I could only imagine if someone like even a Danny Garcia would have staggered him like that, or a Spence, even a Thurman would have staggered him like that, But he's done what he's had to do. He's recovered. He has great endurance and recovery, and he's done everything that he has to do, and he's deserved everything that he has. But there has to be a certain point in time where you have to hold. If you're going to put someone on a high
Let me say this, my bad. Chelsea Moore, thank you so much for the love, fam. Thank you for the donation. Much love, much appreciated, fam. Go ahead, my bad.
Yeah, if you're gonna put someone on such a high pedestal, then your expectations of them have to be high. They can't be mediocre. I mean, because if you're gonna sit up and put him arguably over Canelo Alvarez, which to me I can't do that, but because of the clenbuterol stuff, I entertain that. But you have to, like, if you're gonna do that, then I mean, look, and then have this guy be critical of Canelo. It's just like, well, look at the people Canelo has fought. You know, look, and we're not just talking about the black fighters. We're just talking about the fighters in general. Look at the people that he's fought. I mean, Bud hasn't even faced anyone remotely close to the level of a triple G, a Daniel Jacobs. I mean, at any of these weight classes. You know, he hasn't fought the level of, I would even say, Shane Mosley. You know, so these are things that we need to see. We can't just crown someone off the eye test, because if that's the case, I mean, I can say Jaron Ennis is top 5 pound for pound. If we just gonna say the eye test, if we just plainly going off of that, but I think it's gonna be an excellent fight. And as I said before, I'm gonna purchase the fight.
Right.
I'm going and I'm going to support, and I'm going to tell all the guys, and I say this in my group. You know, it's one thing to be supporting, but with your thumbs. But we wouldn't even be in this situation right now with fights not getting made based off of A side or B side of 80-20, and which I want to bring up 70-30 and 80-20. You know, if the same guys that was through all this capping just go and buy his damn fights, you know, we wouldn't even be going through any of this stuff right now. So, you know, at this point, and Omega Red brings up a great point. Spence ain't chasing anyway. He collecting belts. You don't see him chasing a Manny Pacquiao anymore. He's after Ugas now. You know, so what 150 Dream Team? When have we heard Spence say anything about Manny Pacquiao since Ugas got that belt? I mean, bring some credible article or documentation about that, because that's not accurate. Soon as Ugas got the belt, that's all he spoke about, because he knows that he doesn't want to be making 147 for that much longer. He counted 2 to 3 more fights of him staying at 147 pounds. So that's truly not accurate. But, you know, again, Terrance Bud Crawford, this is, you know, I'm gonna give you full credit for beating Shawn Porter. However you do it, I don't believe it's going to be a knockout. But what we can say is, hey, you know what? You actually have someone now on your resume that is credible. I don't see what's wrong with that.
Uppercut Boxing, appreciate the love for the donation, bro. Much love, much appreciated, fam.
I don't see anything that's wrong with that at all. So, I won't say Bud's how he's going out is sad. I mean, I'm happy for any brother who's out there making millions of dollars and doing what they love to do, not doing what they have to, not doing what they have to do, but they doing what they want to do, and they making millions of dollars doing it. So, salute to all these top fighters for getting up and putting their life on the line, and that are getting paid for it. You know, but there has to be a point in time where you get off your high horse and you give the fans what they want to see. Not tell us that, you know, the Spence fight is behind you, because now it looks really bad. Because if you ain't fighting Manny Pacquiao, how is the Spence fight behind you? You don't have any legacy fights. I mean, Manny Pacquiao would have been a legacy fight, even though he's a little longer in the tooth, but there is some credibility with him beating Keith Thurman. But how is a fight like Spence behind you? I just don't understand the logic in that. So that's why you can't speak before things are concrete, because now there's a monkey wrench in the game, you know, and now everything that you said in the past is coming back to haunt you with the fans. And right now, the fans that like to call Spence fans fanboys are really fanboying and scrambling with him. If you are real, you guys say, oh, you guys aren't fans of the sport, you guys are fans of a fighter. Well, that's like the pot calling the kettle black, because right now, y'all have to demand better too at some point. If you're gonna sit up and cap for a person, you gotta demand better too from that fighter if you're an actual fan of the sport, man. And that's what I got.
Knockout.
Man, look. So I've been listening. I've been reading a couple of things I want to address. So
Let me tell you this, knockout. And I'm sorry, my brother.
yeah.
That's what Bowman came out and said. Big Dose, you feel me? He came out and said on my bro Kwame show on Loyal to the Game Boxing. Everybody go subscribe to my brother Loyal to the Game Boxing. Everybody go subscribe to my brother Knockout Boxing 86. Two good boxing minds. Go subscribe to my brother Everything Boxing. But shit, that's what Bomac said. That's his trainer. So I guess Kwame got up on his skin so much, Dose, he couldn't hold it. You know, he couldn't hold it. Maybe he was drinking a little bit. Maybe he was pissed off. You feel me? So we don't know. We don't know. But go ahead, my brother, Knockout.
Yeah, man. So a couple of things. I saw some people writing in the chat. So somebody said Porter has been hurt in the last two times he got caught clean, and they were talking about Broner and they were talking about Spence. Number one, yes, he got knocked down, but he didn't get hurt. If you watch him get knocked down by Spence, it was a flash knockdown, just like it was with Broner. By the time he got up, he was back good, yelling, "Let's go!" Like Porter ain't never really truly just been hurt like that. And those ain't the only two times that he got caught flush, bro. He got caught with some good ass punches against Kell Brook, Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman. Broner caught him with some shit. Like he been caught with some punches. His chin is unquestionable, bro. It's unquestionable. So that's why I'm on record like, will Bud beat Porter? I'll do the prediction. I favor Bud, but shit, Porter ain't just no easy fight. And that's why it's a good test, because I've said this before, bro. What we don't want to have happen as boxing fans is that this fight gets built up so big and it's such a big event and it's a huge fight, and Bud Crawford gets in there after knocking the shit out of Custio Clayton and all the people that he been knocking out, or he fights Josito Lopez, knocks his ass smooth out. He looking like a fucking buzzsaw. And then his first step up fight, his first great challenge at fucking 147 is Errol Spence, and then Errol Spence ends up dog walking his ass because he wasn't ready for that level of competition. I want to make sure my eyes aren't deceiving me, bro. I want to make sure that everything I see him doing against these guys that I know he gonna beat, bro. I know he gonna walk through the guys he been walking through at 147. I want to see if that shit is the same when he finds somebody that I ain't so sure about, that I know is gonna come back. That I know, yo, if you knock this motherfucker out, you really got power like that, bro. If you knock Shawn Porter out with all the people he been in the ring with, and he ain't been stopped yet, and you the one to stop him, oh shit, that power that I was seeing, that offensive skill that I was seeing, that shit is real. I just don't know that yet.
Hey, Knockout, he gonna shut up the haters and the naysayers. He
gonna shut up everybody, bro. And that's what I personally want for him, bro. Like I make no mistakes about it. I don't hide the shit. I'm from Dallas, Texas, bro. I'm Errol Spence first and foremost, but I do like Terrance Bud Crawford. I'm a fan of his too, and I want to see that fight. But at the same time, I want to make sure I'm getting my money's worth, because you know they're gonna try to charge $100 for that shit, y'all. They're gonna try to charge us an arm and a leg, and y'all want us to just allow Crawford to go in that shit, never having been tested at 147, bro. I'm not with that shit, bro. I'm not with that shit. We need to see what he got against Porter, bro, or Thurman, or somebody like that. And there's nothing wrong with wanting that fight, because it's a damn great fight. So, but people out there just thinking he about to walk through Shawn Porter, bro. Nobody walks through Shawn Porter. Ain't nothing Terrance Crawford can show Shawn Porter that he haven't seen. Maybe a little bit higher skill level, but he ain't gonna have more dog than anybody Shawn Porter has ever fought. He ain't gonna have more grit. Shawn Porter gonna be right there. I do not see him hitting Shawn Porter with some shit that Shawn Porter ain't never seen before and just mauling him and walking through him. If he do that shit, then he truly is what everybody's saying he is. And that's just like what I want to see. Shit, they say you pound for pound number one, bro. They put you over a lot of great fighters that have a lot better resumes and have fought a lot stiffer competition than you. They put you above them because you passed the eye test with flying fucking colors, bro. Let me see if that shit that I'm looking at is real, because I've been fooled before.
Malik Bowers, let me show you something, homie. That motherfucker says, and I hate I can't even pull this shit up though, but Earl Spence told that boy, right? We will see you holding up the division after I get that third scrap, right? He said he haven't called him out because they'll be looking for the call out. But when he told that boy, you know, we'll see you holding up the division once I get this third scrap, That man came out and said, I don't want to fight no more. The fight is gone.
Yeah,
So
man.
Earl said plenty of times that he's not leaving the division without fighting Terrance Crawford. He said the shit when he came back off his accident, right? When they asked him what's up with Terrance Crawford. Terrance Crawford was the one that came out and said, I don't want Earl Spence right after the accident because I'm not going to get any credit, right? So now the man just beat Danny after the accident. You can't wait one more fight. The fight Earl Spence, it ain't that rough, homie. It ain't like it been 36 years or some shit like that, like you doing Manny Pacquiao. So you can miss us with that one, bro. But go ahead, knock out.
Yeah, bro, and that's the thing. Like he been saying they can make that fight happen. I don't like he's the one fighter that's saying, yo, shit, that fight can still happen. That fight can still happen. We'll see who holding up what money just out. Like he's the one that's saying that the fight is still gonna happen. But shit, y'all want to criticize the man, but bro, Crawford can do no wrong in your eyes, man. And that's what baffles me, bro. Like we gotta stop doing this fanboy shit, y'all. We gotta stop with this shit of we support a fighter so much, we ride for them so hard that we can't see the forest from the trees, bro. We can't tell them what's real and we can't tell them what's fake. Like, yo, bud, that Bob Arum shit, that Manny Pacquiao shit, that's a pipe dream, homie. That shit's fake. That shit ain't happening. It's time to move on. It been time to move on, bro. Yo, you need to put that shit down. Put that Twitter shit down, bro. That shit is not doing you any justice right now. Cause now you having to backtrack and now you looking like a straight up fool out here, bro. And that's just what the reality of the situation is. So we gotta become more realistic as boxing fans and start supporting fighters the right way, and that's pushing them to do what's right and pushing them to be more realistic, man, and stop co-signing all this flexing shit when the flexing ain't really what's called for. It ain't really doing you no justice because you flexing and you wrong, bro. You flexing and you wrong. You can't be flexing if you Terrance Crawford with the resume that you have and all the stuff that you have going on, bro. They took your ass off of pay-per-view for a reason, bro. They took you off pay-per-view for a reason, bro. You're not popping like that out here. You popping to me, and I fuck with you, and I bought all your shit. I watch all your fights, but you just ain't popping out here like that, bro. And so if you really want to chase greatness, if you really want to go out there and you want to do something that nobody has ever done before, bro, you have to sit up here and you have to do shit to make fights happen. You have to go ahead and concede where you can concede. You have to fight stiff competition when you can. Then, and that way nobody will doubt you, bro. People are doubting Terrance Crawford right now because of who he is fighting, bro. Not one person I've heard on this panel on any of their own live streams. When I'm not on the panel, not on ETB, I've never heard Coach say it. I've never heard Money say it. I've never heard Kwame say it. No one has said Terrance Crawford can't fight. Not one time. Nobody has said Terrance Crawford is not extremely talented or gifted, bro. They have all said, yo, I want to see what he can do against stiffer competition because he's beating guys that I know he can beat. They've all said the same shit in a nutshell, bro. But yet and still, we consider haters because we want to see him fight stiffer competition. Excuse me, bro, but I want intrigue in my fights. I want fucking suspense in my fights. I want to go watch a fight and be like, yeah, bro, this guy's supposed to win, but shit, this shit is gonna be a toss-up. I really want to know what happened. And shout out to Baylor. Did we win?
Beat the shit out of Gonzaga.
Hell yeah, bro. Shout out to Baylor. We
beat
got
him about 16. Beat him about 16.
We run college basketball and boxing, motherfuckers.
Shouts out to Baylor. Let's tell you, shouts out to my brother Bruce Goals. Thanks so much for the donation. And shouts out to my brother Big Dose for that. Much love. And shouts out to fucking Baylor, man, because I thought them boys weren't gonna beat them. Salute Baylor. God damn, coach. Don't you have to put me out there like that neither, coach. I ain't have to say, Monty, you picking all these damn losers. I know I'm picking losers. I see how my week going, coach. God damn. But not shouts out to Baylor though, man. But I want to say this too, because this is another point I want to touch on, right? And me and my bro Keon, we do this shit all the time, bro. Every time we talk about Bud, it's always about boxing. Always. It's never about no side shit. It ain't about this or that. There's so much shit that I can bring up on Bud that y'all act like y'all just forgot about. It's some shit that y'all don't even know about that I'm not gonna bring up. I'm not getting into that man's personal life or shit like that. But nobody is a fucking saint, homie. You feel me? Nobody is a saint. You know what I'm saying? And when we look at these dudes, y'all like to try to get personal with this man's life, like to bring up a whole lot of bullshit that don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing at all. Because if a man can do all that shit that y'all saying he was doing and going to the ring and whoop Shawn Porter ass and then get outside the ring and get to a motherfucking court crash and get back in the ring and whoop then Garcia ass, what's that saying about that man? What's that saying about him? You feel me? But don't try to throw stones at a motherfucker like you motherfucking saints out here like y'all ain't got skeletons in y'all closet and shit like that. That's what I hate. Every motherfucker want to sit up here like and judge like they can't be judged or did some the exact same shit or did something probably totally worse than what that man has done. You know what I'm saying? But every motherfucker want to judge. Oh, he's this, he's that. Not credit. Once you want to in the eyes as a certain sports figure and your name is big, of course you got to hold yourself to a certain standard. But like I say, nobody is fucking perfect. Everybody is a fucking human, and you gonna make mistakes. But there's one thing everybody keeps talking about when we be like, oh well, Earl is worth 60-40, and it's gonna be the biggest payday of Terrance Boyd Crawford career. So why would he turn it down? They would try to reverse that shit. Like everything that Earl got a case for, bro. It's like they going into the courtroom trying to use it against you. It's like me, knockout coach, Keon, and Kwame. We did all this shit, right? Put together a great fucking plan, and we got all the game plan together to go against Bud in the courtroom. But when we go into the courtroom, everything we say, they just say, oh, well, you know what? We ain't prepared. So how about we use the same thing? Well, this is Earl's biggest fight as well. So what y'all got to say about that? Like, God damn, that's our case. Don't you got a case that you can make for yourself? But y'all got to understand this. Errol Spence still has 154 pounds. He still has 160 pounds that he can make big fucking fights with. Credit. Bud Crawford is his biggest fight right now at 147. Yes, that is a history fight. Yes, we want the fight. If Bud get 50-50, will we give a fuck? No. No. But we don't have to get out here and push Earl. Just take 50-50 and make the fight happen. No, we don't have to do that when we're looking at the resumes and we're looking at the case, and this man has a case for what he's asking for. If one man has a better case than the other man, right? What the fuck can you say? And then when we do bring up this man's resume, they always want to try to throw that shit under the rug. Well, what has Porter done besides be a two-time fucking world champion at 147 pounds and a top 5 welterweight? What has Danny Garcia done besides being a 2-division world champion, right? Still a top motherfucking 10 welterweight, fought the top welterweights, never been knocked out, right? Fought most of all the fucking harder punchers. What has Mikey Garcia done? Little Mikey, 4-division world champion, right? If Bud a 3-division world champion, what's wrong with a 4-division world champion? If Bud came up for 135 to fight Earl Spence, what's wrong with Mikey coming up for 126 to fight Earl Spence? What's the difference? Isn't a small man? So it's little Mikey, but it's not little Bud? That what y'all telling me? It's little Mikey, but it's not little Bud. But because Earl Spence beat Mikey first, that's why he's little Mike. But little Mike just proved that he can rumble at 147 by beating motherfucking what's my man? Jesse Vargas at 147. And then guess what? Little Mikey was in talks to get in the fight with fucking Manny Pacquiao. So little Mike holding weight. Little Mike can hold his own. Little Mike is a fucking veteran, right? And then my guy says, "Oh, is it like if Bud Crawford fight is it like Bud Crawford fighting motherfucking Devin Haney?" Fuck no, it's not like Bud Crawford fighting Devin Haney. It's nowhere near that shit. That's some of the dumbest shit I ever heard. No disrespect to you, but it's some of the dumbest shit I ever heard. If you're trying to compare Devin Haney to Mikey Garcia, which everything Mikey has fucking done in this fucking game, bro. 4-division world champion. How much money Mikey has made? How old is Mikey Garcia? A grown, full motherfucking man, bro, that just got through fighting at 140 pounds, whether y'all want to accept it or not. The man just beat a fucking world champion at 140 pounds, took his title in impressive fashion, dropped this motherfucking ass to show that his power do carry, right? And now that he dared to be great at 147 pounds and take on the baddest motherfucker in boxing in my eyes, right? And get his ass beat from pillar to post because Earl Spence just showed how much of a dog he is and how bad he is in that motherfucker. Now it's a problem. It's little Mikey. But go back and listen to you motherfuckers in the beginning. Oh, yeah, Mikey has a shot. Oh, yeah, Mikey this, Mikey that, right? And then it's, well, when we sit back and, we really look at things, man, I'm not trying to hear that shit. I'm sorry. Y'all can say that shit for the other people. This is what it really is.
I guess Sugar Ray Leonard was a casual because he picked Mikey to win.
A fucking all-time great pick Mikey to win, Kwame. Not for Mikey to hang around, but for Mikey to win.
He said because he's Mikey.
Because it's Mikey.
Right.
And look, I'm not going to lie to you, bro. I thought Mikey would at least have some success. I'm like, bro, I don't give a fuck what y'all say, nigga. I'm a Mikey Garcia fan. Mikey is a bad motherfucker. I want Earl to whoop his ass because he thought he was a Negro killer in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? He thought he was going to whoop Brown ass, or you gonna whoop Robert Easter ass, and then he came for the king of all kings and got his motherfucking ass stumped out. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, right? You can't blame Mikey for being great. Now,
No.
Bud went up to 140, 154. What y'all gonna say? Was y'all gonna call him Little Bud?
Right.
Little Bud going to fight at 140? But you know what they gonna say, bro? Oh well, Bud's skill set is this. Bud is that. Bud is
Right.
this. No, because Mikey got a badass skill set. Like I say, who else has beat Mikey besides Earl Spence? And Mikey came right back. He didn't drop down, Kwame. He didn't go back to 35. He didn't go to 40. He fought at 147 to prove to motherfuckers that he can fight at 147. And he was going to fight Manny Pacquiao at 147. Yeah, look how big Mikey Garcia just blew up to, y'all. Did y'all see Mikey Garcia when he was drinking with Adrian Broner? Mikey was a heavyweight.
Hell yeah.
That nigga was a heavyweight, bro. That nigga was a heavyweight. So when y'all be out here trying to look at, keep trying to say Little Mikey or, you know, Bud is this. I mean, Bud again. I mean, sorry. Earl is Earl biggest payday as well as Bud Crawford? Yes, that is true. That is true. But if we keeping it real, Earl Spence is going to make his biggest paydays with whomever else he fight going forward. Going forward. Y'all need to understand that shit. You know? And I'm passing my brother Keon after this, and then we'll get the coach. Understand this. When Earl fought Mikey Garcia, Earl got 3 point something up front. Mikey got 1.2. They shared the back end 50-50. Earl only had one scrap. Mikey Garcia didn't have a scrap. Mikey Garcia had the recognition. He had the fucking name. He had the fan base. And of course, like fucking Sugar Ray Leonard said, because he's Mikey at that time. At that time, I don't care what none of you motherfuckers say. Terrance Boyd Crawford was not a harder fighter than Mikey Garcia. His fan base wasn't bigger.
Nope.
Right? Mikey was a 4-division world champion. He was a 3-division world champion. He wanted to fight Bud at 140, and Bud said he has to come up to 47 because I'm going up. Just to refresh y'all memory around this motherfucker, right? So at that time, Earl Spence, he had to compromise because he was trying to make his name, and that was the second biggest name that he had. And guess what it did? It did wonders for him. It did wonders for him. You feel me? When he fought Porter, right? Yes, they got the same amount up front, but Earl got 60-40 on the back end, right? Understand that. Understand that. How much Earl got off that fight? 60-40 out of everything that they put out there. When he fought Danny, he damn sure got the most on the back end. He got 8 up front, while Danny got like 3 points something, I think. But y'all got to understand what y'all be talking about, bro. So when y'all keep talking about this person got 50-50, or he gave Shawn 50-50, oh, Danny got this, Uga's asking for 50. Uga's never asked for no fucking 50-50, so stop that bullshit. That man never asked for no 50-50, and he never turned down no 60-40. Those are just shitty-ass narratives that Cat's trying to paint to try to make Earl Spence look like this, that, and the third. But, man, we got love for Terrance Boyd Crawford. We got love for Earl Spence Jr. Right is right, wrong is wrong when y'all motherfuckers done, period. And boxing is about what have you done for me lately, not what have you done for me 35 years ago that ain't working for your ass in the division that you're fighting in right now. Because if it was, I'm going to keep saying this shit. If it was working for him, and if him being, you know, a champion at 35, him being undisputed at 140, if that shit was working for him, he will be, right, one of the hottest motherfuckers at 147. And not only that, his numbers would have done at least 300,000 against against the Mercant. 300 plus. 300 plus. So at the end of the day, man, just keep shit real. No, it's not fucking Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao. But none of these motherfuckers is Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao. Yes, Canelo was getting that type of money because Canelo got his fucking country behind him. He just got to give it to him. Canelo fought the fucking Floyd Mayweathers. He fought Shane Mosley. He fought in that era, right, to where he built this name. And he is Canelo. No knock to Canelo. I'm not going to knock Canelo for getting his money. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. But at the end of the fucking day, you can't knock another man that's making more than this man and try to shit on that and say, oh, because he's not making millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars, he don't have more than him, so he don't deserve more than him. That's bullshit. That's a bullshit notion. That's a bullshit way of thinking. And you'll never get nowhere thinking like that, bro. But Key, go ahead, Key. You can touch on that. We can get to coach, bro. Let me say this. Chris Perkins, he said how to donate to the show. I'm new here, love the show. The donation right down there, my brother. OG Money on Cash App. TreyHappy52@gmail.com on PayPal going across the screen. I appreciate you, champ. Much love, much appreciated, fam.
Hey, Monty, real quick before Keon go, I wanted to just say this when you brought up the fact of the negotiations and the 60-40 and all of that talk. Like, to me, that's like a welfare type situation. It's like, how do you guys want something that you ain't worked for? You know what I'm saying? It's like, there's no fucking handouts when you in a multi-million-dollar business. These motherfuckers ain't trading marbles. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? You out there risking your motherfucking life every time you get in the ring. So if you could, if you've done the work to generate revenue, to generate the fans, you've done all of those things to do that, and you've made those decisions. Why do you have to compromise for somebody who hasn't done that? That doesn't even make sense. Why do you have to say, okay, well, you know what? Why don't we leave 20% up in the air for who's going to win? No.
Mhm.
If that's how you feel, then what you need to do is you need to go prove that you this big bad motherfucker you said that you are, and go beat his ass, and then ask for the rematch where you're the one who's the A side, or you beat someone ass so bad that they don't want to fight you again, and you the A side from then on out with whoever else you want to fight. But this
Exactly.
this notion here of, let's let I didn't the numbers show that I didn't earn this position, but because I feel the way that I feel, this is the way it's going to be. Well, I just say, man, that's a bullshit. That's a welfare mentality. When you're dealing with millions of dollars, that ain't no welfare shit. So, I
And let,
ain't with
let me,
that.
let me say this too, man. Then I'm sorry, Key, you can get it, bro. No, every motherfucker been talking, but listen, bro, we not talking about fantasy business. So like everybody want to keep making up fantasy business. Why would it just come to Earl Spencer? The man deserve what he deserve. Just get a man what he deserve, bro. Like I say, right is right, wrong is wrong. You got even fucking. That's how you know. That's how you know that Earl Spence deserve what he want, bro. I ain't gonna say what he want. He deserves 60-40 because these motherfuckers keep with the same 30-20 shit. When Bob Earn come out talking about 40-40, then let the other person get the 20, get out of here with that shit. Bob Earn would never say that shit if they was the A side. If they was in control of what was going on, he would never say no shit like that 40-40 and the 20 go to the winner. Get out of here with that bullshit, man. That's just bullshit, bro.
Why
You
he
know
didn't say that with Port? Why he didn't say that with the Porter negotiations?
yeah, that's just fucking that's fantasy ass business. I never heard no shit like that, bro. When we talking about millions of dollars, this is real money we talking about. This man has a whole family, 3 children. Bud got 35 children, right? But I know everyone want to feed their fucking kids. And people get mad because Earl say my kids can't eat belts. I work my ass off to be in this position. I want what the fuck I earn, like Nipsey Hussle say, nigga. Not a penny more, not a penny less, but I want what the fuck is mine. So that's any man or any woman on this motherfucking earth. If you don't want what's yours, I don't know what's wrong with you. I'm sorry, because if I work hard for something and I deserve what the fuck it is, I want what the fuck I'm deserved, bro. I don't want what I'm not deserved, but if I deserve it, I want what I'm deserving, bro. And Bud might feel like he's deserving the 50-50, but it's just not true in this case. Look at the fucking case and get out of here with 35 and 40. 147. Look at 147. What have you done for me lately? And ask yourself, do Terrance Bud Crawford really deserve 50%? But go ahead, Keith.
Yeah, I mean, y'all pretty much cooked on everything. You know what I'm saying? I ain't you. I mean, shit, y'all pretty much said everything. But one thing that we haven't mentioned, right? I want to get on the BPC. You know what I'm saying? The Bud Protection Committee for a minute. If y'all noticed, right, when you get to arguing before, when you would get to arguing the 60-40 split and what EJ he deserved more and all of that, the first thing that his fan base, the BPC would come out, the Bud Protection Committee would come out and say is, y'all just trying to duck the fight. Y'all don't want the fight. Y'all don't want the Errol Spence and Bud Crawford fight. Y'all don't want the fight. They would always say that. But as soon as Bud Crawford, right, made the announcement talking about he was moving on and he not thinking about Spence no more, and the Spence fight is behind him, they was all jumping up and down, clapping, talking about, look, yep. Bud said he's done with Spence. He's through. He's moving on. And they was all really hella excited about that shit. So at the end of the day, who was acting like they didn't want to fight? And I'm gonna go ahead and give it to Coach after that, because like I said, y'all pretty much cooked on everything, man.
Black Swag 27. Thank you so much for the donation, my brother. Much love, much appreciated. I don't want to say your government, but if you're in the chat, you know you is, bro. Thank you so much. Much love, fam. But go ahead, Coach.
I don't understand how fans don't want to see their favorite fighter fight the best. That's what gets me more than anything. Why don't you want to see? Why if your fighter just keep fighting bums and keep winning? What excitement is that? What fun is it? We want to know who the best is in every sport. I mean, every sport. It boils down to the best fighting the best or playing in a sport, any sport. You want to see the best competition, win, lose, or draw. And we always emphasize this, and it seemed to go over their heads. We like Bud Crawford. We like him. We just tired of seeing him fight bums. Same as Canelo. I'm tired of seeing him fight bums. So I'm not going to pay my hard-earned dollars to watch him fight another bum. If you put this shit on pay-per-view, I'm not gonna watch it if it's not a good fight. Just same thing with Canelo. Until he fight motherfuckers that's credible, he's fighting Billy Joe, another European, same shit. But I'll watch that fight because I think Billy Joe's a good fighter. But as far as Bud Crawford, man, you keep on fighting dudes that we know you're gonna win. And I don't want to see that. I want to see hard, tough fights. So if this fight get made with Shawn Porter, I'm very excited to see it. You know? So
That's
I'm not mad about it. I really want to see this fight. I think this is gonna be a good, strong, hard fight. And if Bud come out on top, congratulations. I'm proud of you, bro. You heard me? But for him to fight a bum, I don't want to see that shit, bro. I'm sick of it because we talk about this shit all the time on boxing shows. We speculating the best not fighting the best. Then we get frustrated and pissed off. I'm tired of being pissed off. I want to put a smile on my face. I want to see if he beat Errol, so be it. And if Errol was moving like him, Errol would get smoke from me too.
X.
Errol would get smoke from me. If Errol was fighting bums, he gets smoke from me. And whoever said earlier about Errol quit calling out Manny Pacquiao, he called out Manny Pacquiao in the ring in front of everybody. And what Manny Pacquiao did, he chose Keith Thurman because he didn't want no smoke with Errol Spence. And that's a fact. That's not something I'm making up. Everybody saw it. It was on national television. So Errol Spence is doing what he said he was going to do. Whoever got the belts on my side of the street, I'm going to get your shit, and Bud, then I'm going to come holler at you. So he's doing what he says he's doing. You can't knock a man for standing by his word, right?
Yeah.
You can't knock a man for standing by his word. Now, Bud Crawford, if you fight a bum in this next fight, just expect people to be at your hat. It's just the way it go, bro. Because we tired of seeing the shit. We want to see you fight one of the top welterweights. Now you might fight Josecito Lopez, all of this bullshit. I heard all of that kind of bullshit. Man, that's not a top elite athlete like the top 4 or top 5. So that's just all I got to say about it. People can get mad, they can say whatever the fuck they want. I don't care. We're gonna keep on saying it. And if Errol was, like I said, if Errol was moving like that, we'll be on Errol ass. I don't care. He from Texas. I don't give a damn where he from. He could be from the fucking moon. If he doing this kind of bullshit, I'm gonna tell him about. I'm gonna say it, and I'm a big fan. But y'all, the fans for Bud, they just defend this shit like it's like just the right thing to do.
Uh-huh.
That's all I got to say, bro. We done cooked on that shit, man. Everybody done said their piece, and the people that don't like it, hey, bro, that's on y'all, man.
Let me say this, Coach. To Black Swag, thank you so much again, bro, for the donation. Much love, much appreciated. All right, now my man said we talking about Earl, and this is what I mean, right? This is exactly what I mean. We talking about Earl like he's some type of superstar. Who is him to be demanding what he's demanding, bro? Y'all never give credit where credit is due, bro. Y'all never get credit where credit is due. Now you come in here, your name Dirk and Adams. I'm gonna take you for who you is, bro. And you ain't saying nothing disrespectful. You just speaking your piece, and I can respect it, right? But when you're looking at Earl Spence and you saying, well, we're talking about him like he's some type of superstar. Is Earl Spence's name bigger than Terrance Bud Crawford? If you're gonna keep it real, is Earl Spence pulling in more numbers than Bud Crawford? If you want to keep it real, is Earl Spence fighting a better competition than Terrance Bud Crawford? If you want to keep it real, right? So we know that right now in the game of boxing, when you got somebody that's fighting a better competition, you got a man that's pulling in the higher numbers. You got a man that got the bigger fan base, whether y'all want to agree with it or not, or y'all want to say, well, he's from Texas, da da da, this, that, and the third, right? You got to look at that man and say, well, he is doing a little bit more than Bud Crawford, right? What if y'all want to say is more or not? The man is doing more than Terrance Bud Crawford, and that's a fact. That's a fact. You want to know why it's a fact? Because y'all are, well, I ain't gonna say y'all. Well, I'm gonna say you motherfuckers, because y'all are the ones on that side. Y'all waiting for the fucking offer from Earl Spence. Everybody saying, well, why isn't Earl taking the fight? Well, why isn't Earl sending the offer? Well, why isn't Earl saying his name? Just by y'all saying all those things, it shows who's in a position that's the A side. Because if Bud Crawford was in position as the A side, right, then he should be the one sending the offer, right? Earl Spence should be the one after turns Bud Crawford, right? Am I right or am I wrong? So when y'all look at this shit and y'all want to say this, that, and the third, but y'all don't want to give a person credit for what the fuck they have done, whether y'all want, oh, well, he's not that big of a star. Well, he's not, well, if he's not a big of a star, right? Just let this shit sink in. If Earl Spence is not that big of a star, right? If he's not this, that, and the third, then what is Terrance Bud Crawford? Right? Because Earl Spence is doing more than him in this little short period of time in his career. He's doing more than Terrance Bud Crawford. Those are facts. This is not us just making up shit. Those are facts, right? If he's doing more than Bud Crawford and he's not a star, then what is Bud Crawford, bro? What is Bud Crawford? You understand what I'm saying? No, y'all can't sit up there and say, well, they're on the same level. This, that, and all. No, they're not, bro. Sorry, they're not. I get it, bro. Inside that square circle, inside the ring, yes, it can be a 50-50 fight. If you got Earl winning that bitch, if you got Bud winning that bitch, I get it. I don't knock you, bro. I'm not going to knock you. If you got Terrance Bud Crawford beating the shit out of Earl Spence from round 1 to round 12, or if you got Terrance Bud Crawford going there and knocking Earl Spence motherfucking jaw loose in the first round, that's your opinion on fight. But when we looking at the business side of this shit and we saying one man doing one thing and one man doing another, there's no comparison, dog. We see that shit. We see that shit. My brother JTT was going down, fam. If EJ is not a star in boxing, there are none. Thank you, Junior. Thank you, bro. Thank you. You feel me? The man name is ringing bells. The man name is ringing bells, bro. Motherfucker got into a car crash, almost killed himself, and came back and fought a top 5 motherfucker welterweight and dominated, bro. Dominated. So it's just y'all boys who be having, pent up aggression, or y'all have a hate towards one man for whatever reason. Because I don't got no disdain towards Terrance Bud Crawford. No hate towards Bud Crawford. Respect Bud Crawford. Respect his family. Love what he's doing as a family man. Take care of his kids. Got his woman who he's been with for X amount of years now. You know what I'm saying? Doing this thing. Another black man that's going to the Hall of Fame. I watched the man before he, from the beginning to the end. I got motherfuckers that have vouched for that, who I put up on Terrance Bud Crawford and on Earl Spence way back when. You know what I'm saying? So I got nothing but love for Terrance Bud Crawford. But I am going to call the shit how I see it. I'm going to call a spade a spade.
Hey,
what's
Money.
right is right and what's wrong is wrong. Go ahead, Coach.
I got one thing to say. Anybody that's saying that, who is Errol Spence? Name one top 5 fighter Bud Crawford that fought at 147. Top 5.
Come on with it.
I can name him for Errol.
What's his name? Hold on, let me get his name. What's the man name? You ain't left the building either. You're still sitting here. Derg Adams. Adams.
Name a top 5 fighter that Bud Crawford done beat at 147. I can name him for Errol. And Errol sold out Cowboy Stadium. So now what? I'll wait. We're going to wait for you to type it in, bro.
You're in the building, homie. You know what I'm saying? Don't go mute now. But y'all boys got to start giving credit where credit is due. Period. That's why I say. That's why you can't get nowhere in life. You niggas hold on grudges. You niggas don't want to get credit where credit is due. I don't want to use my brother JTT, quotes, but I don't want to say I'm smelling daddy issues on you niggas on this motherfucker.
He said that Danny Garcia is not a top 5 fighter.
He said
Danny Garcia is an ex.
Hold on, coach. Coach, we're not gonna let him do that, coach. Coach
You ain't
asked
answer the
a specific
question.
question, bro.
Right.
Could you answer the question, bro? Answer the question, bro. Y'all don't block him, Omega. Y'all do not block that man. He ain't said nothing disrespectful out the way. Nothing disrespectful out the way. Let that man live, bro.
Hey, we go through this every day, don't we, Money?
Yeah.
We go through this every day. It still ain't got an answer.
Yeah, we trying to get the answer. Coach asked you a question, bro.
Now he answering questions with questions.
That's what they always do, knockout. That's what they always do. Or what about this? Like y'all never just answer the question, bro. And then when you answer the question, then yes, we will answer your question back. It's not about who has Danny Garcia beat at 147. The question was, right? What was the question again, Coach? Who has Bud beat in the top
What
five?
top 5 welterweight has Bud Crawford beat? That's all I have. It's a simple question.
Hey, stop that music, Kwame. Yo, get this motherfucker.
It's a simple question.
Nobody.
I answer. I said he didn't. Okay. You say he didn't, Coach.
There you go, bro. What? Okay, I'm gonna ask you another question. So, Bud Crawford numbers is nowhere near Errol Spence numbers. That's why they took him off of pay-per-view. Errol Spence has fought 3 pay-per-views in a row. If you go and look at Google, you can find out what the numbers were like. And you're gonna sit here and say Errol Spence is not a star. They don't put people on pay-per-view unless they're a star. Right? And I'm not saying you never heard me say Bud ain't a star. I think Bud is he has potential to be a star. I think he's being held back by Bob Arum. But his numbers don't reflect what Errol Spence numbers reflect. So how can you sit here and say that I don't doubt his talent. I don't doubt none of that. We gotta wait to see who wins the fight when they put him in the ring. But he hasn't fought anybody for people to just keep on with this. He deserved this amount of money. Errol Spence got 2 titles. He's fought top 5 welterweights. Bud Crawford has fought none. We could put that to bed right now. That's it.
And now let me answer this for him. Now, thank you for answering Coach's question. I'm gonna answer your question. You say who has Danny beat at 147? Right? Danny became a world champion at 147. You understand what I'm saying? Now, credit. He lost to Shawn Porter. He lost to Keith Thurman. He lost to Earl Spence. But guess what? He fought him, homie. He fought him. And even the loss to Shawn and Keith was close losses. To some people thought Danny won those fights. It was only Earl Spence that dominated him the way he dominated him. Now, would I pick Bud to beat? Would I pick Bud to beat Danny? Yes, I will. But in what fashion? Could he knock him out? I don't think he can knock him out. And I think Danny have a better performance against Bud than he did against Earl Spence. That's just me and what I think. You know what I'm saying? I could be wrong. But the thing is, Danny Garcia fought the top competition, homie. He fought the top competition. He fought the top 5 welterweights. He fought them. Bud need to fight those guys, bro. And y'all want to and blame Bob Arum for that shit?
Hey,
no. I'm going to blame Bud for that shit.
Hey,
Can
Money.
Hold
on. Let me say one more thing, Knockout. One more thing.
Ahead,
Coach. This dude, Crypto Knight, made a good point. Bud don't deserve big money unless people are paying big money to watch him. That is a very, very good point.
That's a very good point. Let me kill all of these right quick. All of Spencer's pay-per-views sold less than 300K. Mikey and him did more than 300K. Floyd and Manny Pacquiao are a superstar. Earl is not a superstar. Look, bro, you ain't gotta be a superstar to have leverage, bro. Like that, y'all always try to default to that shit. Nobody in today, Canelo ain't selling like Floyd did. Nobody's selling like Floyd did. That's not the only bar, bro. If I'm bringing in 20 million and you bringing in 2 million, I still want more than you. If just because I ain't bringing in the hundreds of millions of dollars that Floyd was bringing in, Earl Spence still brings in more money, so he deserves to get more of that share, bro. Like y'all have to stop that shit. Said Danny ain't had one good win at 147, bro. But he, like Money said, he fought those people. I wonder what would happen if Terrance Bud Crawford fought the resume that Shawn Porter has fought, or fought the fighters that Danny Garcia has fought? Are we so sure that he would have the same record? He wouldn't take one L? We don't know, bro. That's why we have to see the fights. Y'all have to stop that. And this whole thing, like people not being a top 5 fighter if they got L's or whatever. Some of the greatest fighters of all time have L. I could do a rundown on the panel right now. I'd be willing to bet, and I've never asked him this. Whoever their best fighter of all time is, I bet you he got an L. Because the consensus is some people would choose Ray Robinson. He lost before. Some people would choose Muhammad Ali. He lost before. Rest in peace to Marvin Hagler, who is considered by many to be the greatest middleweight of all time. He lost before. So all that shit about taking L's, bro, if you fight top competitors, if you fight the best of the best in and around your division, you are likely going to lose, bro. You're likely going to lose. And it's funny how Danny Garcia is not a top 5 because he's taking L's or whatever, but we supposed to be cool with these people we never heard of that Bud Crawford is fighting, bro. If those people, matter of fact, fuck that. Danny Garcia beats everybody on Bud Crawford's resume.
Hey, knockout.
Let me say this too, Coach.
Hold on. Go ahead.
I gotta understand this, bro. Y'all can try to sit up here and say, "Oh, Danny this, Danny that." Why is Danny continue to get the big fights? That's what you need to ask yourself. All right. So if Danny was nothing, if he was just, oh, Danny ain't shit. When he lost to Shawn Porter, right? He took his first L to Shawn Porter or to Thurman. No, he took his first L to Thurman. He took his first L to Keith Thurman. Bam. Close fight. Then he thought he won. Thurman told you himself. Then he hit him so fucking hard and fucked his elbow up. So when he took his first loss, why did he get another shot against Shawn Porter to fight for the WBC scrap? Then when he fought Shawn for the WBC scrap, put up a hell of a fight. A hell of a fight, bro. A hell of a fight that could have went either way. And then after that, how come he get another big fight with Earl Spence? But not just that. Why is Danny standing in the top 5 or the top 6 in the welterweight division with him taking L's? Ask yourself that question. Because he's putting up a hell of a fucking fight and he's showing that he's on that fucking level. So y'all can keep trying all y'all want to, bro. Or dude say, oh, that's bullshit. You don't get credit for just trying. It ain't that he's just trying. He's going in there, he's putting up a great fucking effort. It ain't that you lose, it's how you lose, homie. Understand that. Why the fuck is Tommy Hitman Hearns still the top dog? He lost to Sugar Ray Leonard. Cut it out, man.
Kwame. Bomac mad right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because they didn't get the Pacquiao fight. Ain't that funny? Pacquiao got 7 losses.
7. And he got put to sleep. And he went to sleep in one fight.
Right.
Come on, bro.
Okay, we all easy. Okay, I'm gonna drop the link for this. Hey, don't nobody get this link. This is for Derek Adams.
Oh shit. Smoke hot links.
Derek Adams.
He dropping the Earl Campbell for your ass, Derek. Don't worry, we ain't
work.
We ain't gonna jump
do all that typing no more. Yeah, you ain't even gotta do all that typing no more, homie.
We ain't gonna jump you, bro. Money will kill you by itself, bro. I'm just gonna listen.
You saying we all easy work, like you and this motherfucker putting it down, right? Let's see if you're a troll or you are who you say you are, motherfucker. Like Dennis Green said. The link is dropped for Derek Adams. Y'all all speculating and acting like it's facts, okay?
He know better than that. He know better.
We gonna see.
The link right above facts only. Like lines only, you got facts only. Click the link and come on in, Derek Adams.
Click that mug, bro.
Danny fought better competition than motherfucking and Bud at 147, but y'all want to shit on Danny. Get the fuck out of here, dog.
Hey, questionably at 142.
At 140 as well. Hell yeah. Hands down like 630. A Mercon, when a Mercon was a Mercon, Matisse, motherfucking Zab, Judah.
Yeah, everybody was running from Matisse, bro. Nobody want to fight.
Resume fucking turns Bud Crawford up at 140 and at 147 with the losses. Come on now, if y'all want to be real, with the losses on that motherfucker.
Nah, Derek, stop typing, bro. Stop typing. Nah, bro, stop typing.
Yeah, no more typing.
Stop typing, bro.
Typing real fast and shit when you send them that link.
Yeah, we ain't responding to you no more with the typing.
Bro. I think this money platform, but I don't, man. Look, Your
Yeah, he
coach.
said.
up in there.
Yeah, he said nope. So forget
Yeah,
it.
because he
Just
ain't who he
ignore
say
him.
he is. That's why.
Yeah.
Just
Probably
ignore.
one,
Just
Not
ignore
only
him.
probably
that,
one of these
not
motherfuckers
only
with a,
that, quit typing. Quit
yeah,
typing. Y'all need to knock his ass out. You don't want to come on the show, take his ass out.
Yeah,
right.
Don't
So
somebody.
you don't want to hear no more. You don't
probably
want
one
to
of them
hear no
motherfuckers with a channel. Probably one of them motherfuckers with a channel coming up here under Elliot's name and shit.
You know that might be Beetlejuice.
Your ass out here.
You know that might be Beetlejuice, boy. You never
Hell
know.
yeah, hell yeah, coach. Boy, just be talking, man. You
Man,
boys
that's
just be
fucked
That
talking.
up. It's
motherfucker,
fucked up. Y'all said,
pull all the, motherfucker pull all the hoes until you take them to the club and shit. Then they get to getting
I
access to
said,
them
Yeah,
clients.
what's fucked up? What's
man, I
fucked up is
grind
that
that
y'all
shit.
said. What's fucked up is Coach said Beetlejuice. I know exactly who the fuck he was talking about.
Yeah, dog.
Hey, don't say his name because we don't give
Oh, I'm
no.
not. I'm
Yeah,
not. I'm
we
just laughing.
don't.
I know
I
exactly.
told y'all we don't give him no
That's a
play.
dead body, bro. That's a
Yeah.
walking zombie right there. Money already killed that.
Yeah,
I
he in the
want.
background. Yeah, that motherfucker in the background.
We not gonna mess around with Jesse Lee Peterson, boy.
Jesse. Coach say, you know what? That's some real Jesse Lee Peterson shit you're talking about right there. That's some of that Candace Owens bullshit you're talking about right there. But yeah, though, man, like we know what it is, bro. Like I say, we speaking facts on this motherfucker. Y'all speaking that fantasy shit. And because y'all can't come over, like I hate when y'all try to discredit Danny Garcia. Like every time you say something, they try to use Danny Garcia as an scapegoat. Like Danny ain't did what the fuck he done in the sports entertainment. Why Danny talking about going up to 154 and he gonna be one of the hottest motherfucking names at 154 with the 3 L's on his resume, with the 3 losses on his resume? He's still going to 154 and gonna be one of the hottest motherfuckers at 154, homie. You can't stop that shit. You know what I'm saying? So look, we still right now, Bud can fight Danny Garcia with the 3 losses, and that'll be the biggest name that he ever faced.
Facts.
That'll be the biggest name that he ever faced. You understand what I'm saying? So y'all don't be having cases, homie. Y'all just be trying to discredit shit. And like I said, that discredit shit don't work around here because you want to know why? We don't praise the O, bro. Not over this way. We don't praise the O. Y'all praise the O. You know what I mean? I know what a good motherfucker. I know when you go in there, you have a great motherfucking fight. And that fight could have went either way. I'm not gonna look at you and say you got your ass exposed. You ain't nobody. Nope. You're on that level, and you one bad motherfucker, homie. You getting your just due from Monty Brown, from Coach, from Knockout, from Quad from Key. You feel me? That's getting a motherfucker credit to say, damn, that was a close ass fight. That was a hell of a fight, dog. One hell of a fight, bro. So at the end of the day, bro, you're not proving that. You just discrediting, dog. You just discrediting, and I ain't gonna never discredit a motherfucker. That's facts, and I'm not going to knock Danny, but there is no way you see Danny winning more than 4 rounds against Bud. We don't know that.
We don't know that because he don't want to fight none of the top 5 fighters at 147. So there you go.
We don't know that. Now, who do I favor to win that fight? Of course, I'm favoring Bud to win the fight, but I don't know how the fight go, bro. Because you want to know why? He is on that level. Like Danny Garcia is on that level to where. Yeah, just because Earl beat him the way he beat him don't mean that this man gonna beat him like that. And that's why I think a lot of people get shit misconstrued at, right? They look at, oh, well, if Earl beat him, if Earl did this, Bud can do this. Bud can do that because y'all think Bud beat Earl Spence. But now you got to prove that shit, bro. You got to prove it. We just ain't going out there just giving you credit for not doing this shit. It ain't going to happen. It ain't happening, Captain. You feel me? But I'm gonna get y'all last opinions on this last little subject, man, that we can ride up out of here. I thank you, good brothers, for riding with me. You know, we got these fights coming up on the 10th. You know, it's a hell of a card coming up this Saturday, man. Hell of a card. And I think I'm gonna talk about this shit tomorrow, though. Jaron Ennis, you know, going up against I was gonna say Virgil Ortiz. Goddamn, Jaron Ennis going up against
Sergey Lipnitz.
Sergey Lipnitz, man. Sergey Lipnitz is a top 10 welterweight. A top 10 welterweight, and that's fucked up. That Jaron Ennis fit to fight top 10 welterweight, and Bud haven't even, you know, so that's just saying a lot. But Jaron Ennis fit to fight Sergey Lipnitz, you know. I'm liking this fight for Jaron Ennis, dog. My lineup for Jaron Ennis, I did want him to face the man, my dude Thomas Delorme. Shouts out to Thomas Delorme. Thomas Delorme, Jose Cito Lopez, and Sergey Lipnitz, right? I wanted him to take that little lineup out, and I said if he take those boys out, he ready because I think all those 3 names was gonna push him a little bit in some way, some fashion. I still think Sergey Lipnitz can push Boots, you know, to 10 or 12 rounds, however many rounds they go. But if Boots come out here and beat the fuck out of Sergey Lipinets and stop him, I'm giving Boots all the credit in the world, bro. I'm not gonna say that he's ready for them boys. He can beat them boys, but he damn sure gonna be there to get them boys and run for their money. He's going to be there to get them boys to run for their money. Because I still don't think he beat Earl and Bud right now. You know, I still think them boys in their prime. I still don't think, like, even though he beat Sergey Lipinets, that ain't the fight that'll get him there to beat them, but it's going to show him some different shit. It's going to show him some different shit. And who knows, he might just come out here and outclass this motherfucker, knock his ass out. It's for the IBO scrap, you know. But I'm liking the fight for Boots. I'm liking the direction he's going in. Boots is hungry, bro. John Porter already said that he's not going to fight this young hungry line. It's equivalent to Andre Berto saying, I'm not going nowhere near Earl Spence on the way up because them motherfuckers be hungry. They be ready to prove themselves against these boys, you know, and nobody want to get caught up and say, I was the nigga that Jerron Boots beat to put him on that level. You don't want to be that guy.
Right.
You don't want to be that guy. So we going to see how he do against Sergey Lipinets. I like the fight, man. I think Boots win this fight. I ain't going to lie to you. I don't think Boots stop him, but just me. You know, but I've been wrong in a nice little week now. Coach, let that be known. I don't think he stopped him, but I'm gonna see if he go out there. If he stopped this motherfucker, that's a statement made, bro. That's a statement made, and we'll see how it play out, though. We're gonna see how it play out. But I like this fight for Boots, and we're gonna see what type of performance Boots put on. But I will get more in depth maybe tomorrow or you know on Wednesday. But and I am working on the fighter, man. His name Young Trap, the up and coming, you know, Trap a dog, man, and. You know, he's one of them small fighters, but we're going to see if I can get Trap on her tomorrow. We'll see how he's feeling. If not, I'm going to try to bring somebody else, though. But we'll see. I appreciate you, too, Shayna. If y'all could let your boy get 3 donations on the way out, y'all show some love for the grind, man. Shouts out to my bros who've been riding with me for 3 fucking hours. But let me get y'all thoughts. Anybody can go next, and y'all can get y'all thoughts on that, and y'all can get y'all last words, bro.
I'm going to say high stock. When it comes to Boots Ennis, I'm buying all the stock. Now I'm getting it early. I see a stoppage happening this weekend based off what I saw Lipness do with Mikey Garcia. I think the matchup is tailor-made for Boots to have a nice step up coming out party. And I don't see the fight going past 8 rounds. I just don't see it. But Sergey Lipness, hell of a fighter, tough guy. You know, heavy-handed. This guy retired. Mike,
Kwame, I'm sorry, Kwame. Hey, the tick was my game, though, bro. Kwame, I'm so sorry, bro. I know that was my game. Hey, this dude Omega, dog. Omega, stop it, dog. He's like, I try to make this boy to be a Superman, but he really the tick. Hey, the tick was my game on Sega, though, bro. Look, I still couldn't beat that motherfucker, though, but that was my game, and I love that. I love that little show, the tick, too, dog. That's crazy. I ain't heard that shit in so long, bro. This dude Omega, dog. My bad, Kwame, bro. Go ahead.
All good, man. Yeah, so yeah, I got to stop it. I don't think the fight is going past 8 rounds. I think this is going to be a huge wake up call for the welterweight division. I think these guys know that Boots is coming, and you know, it is what it is. Salute to the chat, very active chat today. The supporters are extremely loyal. Make sure you guys, if you guys haven't subscribed already, subscribe to Loyal to the Game Boxing. I want to show, but I just had Bomac just posted in the group a picture of him and TC training right now. So if you guys want to continue this type of banter on another social media platform, subscribe to Loyal to the Game Boxing and Sports 2 on Facebook. Subscribe to Loyal to the Game Boxing on YouTube, and salute to the panel up here.
The links, Kwame. You should be dropping links.
I got you.
All y'all should be dropping the links. Knock out.
Yeah, salute to the panel up here. You guys did an excellent job once again. And one thing I love about this panel, very very classy panel up here. Very very classy, and if people want smoke in the comment section, we could give you some classy ass smoke too. So you know, keyboard we will drop a link in a heartbeat. But salute to you, Monty. Thanks for having me on once again. I appreciate all you guys, and salute to all you guys.
No doubt. Keep grinding, Kwame, man. I appreciate everything you do, champ.
Appreciate it.
Coach, let me get some last words, Coach.
Okay, Coach.
Hey man, I appreciate you having me on the show once again. Have a good time, bro. I love talking boxing, bro. That's one of my favorite things to do, man. And I'm just happy. Hopefully, I'm like Knockout said, till it's signed, sealed, and delivered. You know, I want this fight for Shawn Porter and Bud, and I hope it happened. And then we'll really see what Bud really made of at 147. So, but
And let's get
man,
your
I
thoughts.
appreciate
Let's
y'all,
get
man.
your thoughts on Boots Ennis, coach. And
I think I think Boots gonna stop. I think Boots is too big for him. I think Boots is he got enough crack to stop him, and he got a lot of angles. So I think Boots gonna stop him, bro. I think Lipinets is tough. It may take a while, but he gonna get him out of there. I don't think he gonna last, bro. I'll be honest with
okay. To my brother Richard, man, I hope I'm saying this right. Well, Richard Warren, thank you so much for donation. Much love, much appreciated, champ. See you rocking with your boy, man. Appreciate you, my brother. Knockout. Let me get some last words, fam.
Man, first of all, money, thanks for
Oh
having
yeah,
me.
your thoughts first. Your thoughts first.
Yeah,
Boots.
I got you. I got you. Thanks for having me on, man. I appreciate it. I just dropped my link in the chat for y'all for my YouTube channel. We work hard over there, man. So come check me out, bro. As far as the Sergey Lipinets and the Jerome Boots in this fight, I'm gonna do a prediction on that. I'm just gonna say right here, it's gonna be a short ass video when I do it because it's gonna be a short ass fight. If you know, you know. All right, it's gonna be a short ass video when I do drop it because it's gonna be a short ass fight. And you can guess who I got because y'all know how I'm coming. All right. Let's just say Jerome Boots Ennis is being moved the right way. I like what's happening with the young man. He got all the skills in the world. I love when I look at a fighter, and the only thing I got a question about you is whether or not you can take a punch. If that young man can take a punch, he's a fucking problem. He's a problem for each and every individual that he steps in the ring with. Would I pick him to beat everybody at 147? I don't know because he got to progress his career and the fight's got to happen. But if he can take a punch, the skills, the talent is unquestionable. I don't even know how he get down to 147. I don't even know how he get down to 147. He's so goddamn big, man. He's so big and he just get down to 147. He just always in shape, bro. Always in shape. So I'm happy that he's fighting Sergey Lipinets. He's no damn pushover. Like Money said, he's a top 10 welterweight, top 10 to 15. Being cautious, but definitely a case can be made that Sergey Lipinets is a top 10 welterweight. To
He's
me,
he top 10.
Yeah, in my personal opinion, I think he's a better opponent that Jerron Ennis is facing than what Virgil Ortiz faced. Even though Maurice Hooker is a former champion, I just think Lipinets is a little bit more durable. He takes punch a little bit well, and he's more acclimated to 147 than Maurice Hooker was, in my opinion. So I like this fight for Jerron Ennis. I think it's gonna be a barn burner. He's gonna answer some questions that we have of him in this fight because I believe that Sergey Lipinets, while he's not gonna be near as fast as Jerron Ennis, he'll put him in some situations and hopefully, we'll get to see if the young man can take a punch and how he reacts to pressure and all of that stuff. But great night of fights. We got like Stanley Onis on that same card. You got Joe Smith Jr. fighting this same weekend. Just a lot of great boxing, like 3 or 4 good cards for us boxing fans, man. So I'm excited for Saturday. And as I said, I'll drop it again because it doesn't escape from the chat. I'm not on social media, anything like that, y'all, but I am here on YouTube dropping content daily. I just dropped it in the chat. It's 85 people in here now. Y'all check me out, man. I ain't the best content creator. You got people like Coach, Money, you got ETB. They all cooking, they doing their thing, man. But I definitely work hard. So if you like consistent boxing content, if you like to see stuff posted every day, I'm the one for you, man. Come check me out. I'm working hard over there. Link is in the chat. I appreciate Money. He showed me love from the moment I stepped foot on the YouTube back in January. He's let me come on his platform. He supported me. Same with everything boxing. Same with Coach. These are great brothers, and they always show love, so the love is reciprocated. So I appreciate each and every one of y'all that are subscribed to me, people that are just now watching me for the first time, and then Money and ETB for always telling their followers to come check me out, man. I appreciate all y'all, man, for sure.
No doubt. Key, let me get some last words. Key, your thoughts on this fight with Ennis and Lipinets.
Yeah, man, I was back and forth on the final outcome of the fight for a minute. But now that I got a chance to just really sit to myself and break down the fight, I think that Jerron Boots Ennis stops him mid to late rounds. And the reason I say that is because, Sergey Lipinets, he a hell of a fighter, right? But Sergey Lipinets, he has come up from 140 pounds. The only L on his record is Mikey Garcia. but that was at 140. Sergey Lipinets, he's never been in the ring with somebody like Jerron Ennis. Plus, Jerron, the size, I think, is going to play a big factor as far the size and the athletic skills, but he ain't never been in the ring with somebody as big as Jerron Ennis. So I think that's going to really, really play a factor in the fight. And, at the end of the day, I see Jerron Boots Ennis stopping them, mid to late rounds. I think he's just going to be too much for Sergey Lipinets. And another thing, I really didn't like how Sergey Lipinets looked in his last fight. It could have been because they were fighting in the bubble, and a lot of them dudes don't get to train like they would if it wasn't a pandemic. But whatever it was, I didn't really like what I saw from Sergey Lipinets in his last fight. He looked real flat, and he didn't look like the same fighter. But I'm looking forward to seeing this fight. Like I said, I think Jerron Boots Ennis stops him, and if he does stop him, and that's gonna make a big statement. That's gonna make a big statement because Sergey Lipinets ain't no motherfucking Rudy Poo. You feel me? So with that being said, man, it was great show once again. Appreciate everybody on the panel. Love cooking with y'all. Everybody in the chat. Salute to everybody in the chat coming through. Showing my man Money some love. And make sure that y'all do hit his like button if you ain't hit it yet. And subscribe to my channel if y'all ain't already subscribed. Everything boxing and sports. And we gonna be cooking again tomorrow. Y'all know what it is. Me and Money gonna be over there cooking tomorrow.
Yes, sir, man. And Laura, drop the link to the Facebook page. I want everybody to go over and subscribe to Loyalty and Promotion. Loyalty Promotion in Boxing. Like I say, Kwame got a hot boxing page over there. Laura got a hot boxing page over there. Y'all show some love, man. Just be respectful because Facebook is cracking down. The smallest of the smallest things, man. Key, we can say some of the weakest things, and they'll block you for 5 to 6 days over there. So y'all just be respectful, man, and show love. Enjoy the page. You got a lot of fighters over there. They do interact with you. So if you're showing love and you're being respectful, you will get a comment back. So y'all know how they go. But I want to appreciate everybody for coming through, rocking out with me, man. Kwame, shout out. Knockout Coach Key as always. I'll continue to give y'all this fire content. Y'all make sure y'all watch the videos that I'm dropping. I'm about to drop another one tonight. So y'all just continue to show love, man. Y'all know what it is. To everybody who donated, I appreciate it. Much love. Much appreciated. And we're going to just keep rocking out for y'all, man. But y'all know what it is. It's your boy Money. First, we go to the link right here. Give y'all a few seconds, man. Y'all show love. Y'all show love. Show love. Like I say, just be respectful. Be respectful. If you're over on Facebook and you like this boxing game, why not? You ain't doing nothing else. So follow two of the hottest boxing pages over there on Facebook, and Kwame and Lori Group. You feel me? But this your boy Money, man. It's the NSBC moving everybody safe in these streets. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. You want to donate? OG Money on Cash App. TreyHopton52@gmail.com on PayPal. If you can't, tell a friend. Hit the subscribe button, man. Like, comment, share the video. Y'all know how your boy get down, man. Big dog status. Appreciate y'all boys, man. Y'all have a good one.
Gone.